Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward from Games and Tea. I am joined. We're here to play some D&D. I'm going to start with that instead. We're here to play some D&D, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We're all a little bit frazzled, and we're all a little bit sort of all over the place tonight. So if things go strangely, just think that we're all a little bit weird tonight. So just go with it. Just run with it. It's fine. Anyways. A few announcements. I will be back tomorrow playing something. It's been a while since I've streamed anything on Friday, so I have no idea what I'm going to be streaming. So we'll find out together tomorrow what I'm going to be streaming. And then I'll be back on Sunday with some D&D, more D&D of my other group who are currently travelling home or travelling back to Archwell, strangely. But that's what they're doing. That is it for us in terms of that. The miniatures, which you can see dotted around the screen and occasionally appearing underneath me, have all been made to Heroforge, so many thanks to Heroforge for being able to provide this for us, or rather allowing us to be able to use them in the game today. You can also hear some, hopefully, music going on in the background. Please let me know if it's there or not. But the music is provided to us by Sirenscape.com, Tabletop Audio in Grimm, Feslian Studios, I will eventually get that name right, .com, and Alexander Lacaranda from Serpents Studios, as well as possibly some new music coming up later, provided to us by Kevin McLeod from Incompetech and Davin Curtis. So fingers crossed, you'll be hearing that a little bit later on. That's something else. Oh yeah. You can use your channel points to influence the game in various different ways. You can use that to either roll an insight check on an NPC, not me because I never lie. You can also use your channel points to grant a reroll to one of our players, or me, that would be nice, or an advantage to one of my players, or me, that would also be nice, or an inspiration to one of my players. See how that works out and see what happens in those regards. Is there anything else? Probably something I'm forgetting, but we'll find out eventually when I'm halfway through the game and realise what I need to be saying, so whatever. We'll just run with it. So we're going to start with some character introductions, so you guys have a bit of an idea what's going on. I'm going to start with Sykes, who is run by Neil from Immersion Diversion. How are you doing, Neil? And please tell us a little bit about Sykes for us.
I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. I play Sykes, the Wood Elf Ranger Rogue. And, he's on a mission to find his family who got taken by some drow. And he's running with the party, trying to find them, trying to help them with their stuff as well. And also, lots of curious things happening with Sykes as well. We'll see what goes on with that. So, he keeps finding magical stuff that sidetracks him.
Family. Ooh, magic item. Family, magic item. That's a little bit
magic item to save the family. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Besides Sykes, we have Janai, who is run by Lydia of Instagram fame that one Lydia. How are you doing, Lydia? And please tell us a little about Janai for us.
Hi. I like how you're doing every game is like it's a politeness. But every time I feel the need to exactly tell you how I'm doing. It must be a Dutch thing.
I think it's a very Dutch thing, yes.
My head hurts like crazy. Let's play. Janai is our regular fighter tiefling person. There's nothing regular about her. Let's be honest. She's had a bit of a troubled backstory and a troubled childhood, but that didn't stop her from kicking ass and taking no names at all. Not at all. She's found herself in an interesting group of friends that she's willing to do a lot for, including traveling to a different continent, where she is, well, let's just say people aren't particularly excited about her being there, due to her being a tiefling.
Yes.
So now we're here, and I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, we just kind of went that direction.
Well, we're
like, I feel
Safe
it.
Haven. That's the plan. Unfortunately, we do have to stick around in this one town because someone wants a cloak.
We do. We'll be covering that very, very shortly. Last but not least of our players, someone who seems to be trying to recuperate after a very, very, very short night of sleep, is Zelma, who is running the character of Illyria. I'm not going to ask how you do because I can see you're exhausted. But please do tell us a little bit more about Illyria for us, please, Elma.
Illyria is a wizard fighter, tiefling, no, tiefling. Oh my god,
I'm
We've
a
got
tiefling.
2 tieflings. Yeah.
You are
Failing
definitely
though.
not a tiefling. You are a failing, dear boy.
yeah.
Failing at this character search.
Oh, this is what you get for running on 2 hours of sleep. It's fun.
Don't do it, kids.
Don't do it, kids. But yeah, Illyria is a failing failing wizard fighter, who from an empire from an empire called Vork. If I try and remember it, it is a what are those characters called again?
Mind Flayer.
Thank you. That's the word I wanted. It is a Mind Flayer Empire. My brain is not in that direction at the moment. That's why I don't remember these things. But yeah, tentacle face boy, Mind Flayer Empire, from which Illyria is not one. She is a failing, a slave creature, a slave person from the said empire, and she is slowly discovering her memories as to what on earth is going on and where she came from, and potentially maybe doing something about the whole empire nonsense that's going on there. We would normally be joined by Jeff from Twitch channel Alhanjin, who plays our noble human mage wizard. I was about to say I was literally about to say tiefling there as well, but no,
Tiefling tonight.
everyone's a tiefling today. Everyone's a tiefling.
Well, the Heroforge mini.
You're a tiefling. You're a tiefling.
So I'll make a Heroforge for our characters.
Tifari, unfortunately, Jeff is unable to join us due to the fact that, work gets in the way, and he's not able to join us today. But we do wish him well and hope he has a wonderful day at work today. Tifari is our wizard noble who is rather chaotic, sort of, kinda, and I'm going to say lawful chaos is Tifari. Which is very strange. He has his own set of laws, which he himself abides by. But
it's just the first part.
well, yeah. But yes, he is our mage, and we'll see what he gets up today. And normally we would also be joined by Sean, who plays our most wonderful, delightful, cuddly, naive, but definitely somehow wise in the ways of the world, Farrell. Is a Furbolg from a Furbolg fort within the gloaming forest of the Hegemony of Fall, where our 5 characters no longer are situated. And that's where we're going to just segue beautifully into the... Oh my god, I did that so badly. Segue beautifully into the... It's the recap of last session. Our 5 heroes of the Scarlet Guard, they have so named themselves, have journeyed towards the Empire Bunabral and landed on the city of Vitian after discovering that they had been followed by Tifari's brother Abhay. They had to make a very swift exit from Vitian, heading westwards. My directions of my knowledge of directions is pretty bad, but they headed westwards along the edge of a forest. Along that path, they were assaulted by several Displacer Beasts, who they managed to defeat and, well, at least drive one of them off and kill the last 3. Having skinned and successfully taken whatever meat they wanted from these creatures, Sykes managed to spot a nearby village, which appeared to be a stopping off route for one of the airships, the skyships that occupies this part of the world. So Sykes has led our 5 heroes to this very quiet and very tense village. After inquiring at the tanner to find out what's happened with his Displacer Beast, where he managed to get a very, very good deal on selling 2 Displacer Beast skins for 150 gold, or at least Tifari did, and arranging to have one of the 3rd Displacer Beast skin to be made into a cloak, which will take 2 days to complete. Our 4 heroes then decided to head off. 5 heroes decided to then head off towards the local tavern, and maybe to try and find the mayor of this village, to find out what is going on, find out some news, potentially try and find some rest after
And
a
also
very,
find
very
a
stressful
map
3
if
days.
they've got a map.
And maybe
There
even
it
having
is.
a map. So yes, the 5 of you are heading down, walking down this very sort of one street village, literally one street village, where at one end of the village you can see this ginormous, almost very, very out of place temple, clearly devoted to the pantheon of the gods, at one end of the village, and at the other side you have one of the very two larger buildings of this village, apart from the temple, which appears to be the tavern. I believe you guys arrived sometime around mid-afternoon, so the village is still relatively busy, except for the fact that it seems very, very quiet. And as the 5 of you are crossing the roads and making your way towards this tavern, you are watched at every point and corner from the street.
Ooh.
The tavern itself is a rather simple affair. It is, as I said, one of the larger taverns. It is two-story. It is a two-story, two-story or single-story? No, two-story building. An upper floor and a down floor. With a simple thatched roof from which you can see smoke emanating from a chimney peeking out of the roof. You can also, as you approach it, a tabaxi sort of stumbles out of the doorway, sort of looking very, very drunk. After it's only midday, but apparently this dude has been drinking all night and all day the previous night, and has just been roughly kicked out by the barman.
Whoa. Oh yeah, then yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Gonna get them.
The five of you wander in through the bar, and the smell of beer and stale wood and dirt assaults your nose as you walk through the tavern. The tavern at this present moment is relatively quiet, but you can see in one corner a band is trying to at least bring some sort of music or something, some liveliness to this very, very quiet tavern, although not really succeeding considering there's not a lot of people here. At one end of the bar you can see what appears to be the bar. It's a very simple affair, with some barrels very clearly sort of stacked above, and it appears to be the easiest way for the barman to reach whatever beers or alcoholic beverages that these people drink. Something that all the 5 of you do notice, though, as you enter, almost every single person within this tavern is a tabaxi. In one corner, you see what appears to be a very weathered human. They are wearing very, very simple clothing. It appears to be that they just seem to be a labourer of some sort. And in another corner, you see a similarly very, very weathered human being. The one in one corner is male, and the other on the opposite side of the room is female. Both of them are alone, drinking very much alone, and not engaging with anybody. And it also appears that none of the tabaxi wants to engage with them either. Behind the bar, you can see another tabaxi with very plain grey fur. It's just picked up a tang. He's just busy, just drying off, but just keeping an eye on you four as you enter through the bar.
I guess I'll just go up to the bar, the barkeep, and hello there.
Hello.
5 beers.
Mm-hmm.
I put 5 copper down. I don't know how much a beer would be. Is it a copper? I don't know. How much for 5 beers? I put 5 copper on the table, I guess. I put 5 more copper on the table. Okay.
He leans down, picks up 5 very, very small glasses and just starts filling them. filling them all 5 of them. The liquid that he fills them with is a very, very clear liquid, and clearly doesn't look like beer or anything of that you have seen before.
So he gave them to us already?
Yeah.
Or is he just filling them? Okay.
No, he's given to you. He's put them out in front of you.
Okay, I grab one of the cups and I drink it. I start drinking it.
It's pretty
It's water,
sour.
isn't it?
It's
Oh,
sour.
it's sour.
No, it's
It's
actually
just
pretty
clear,
sour. No,
like-
it's not water. It's not water. It is
Okay.
actually pretty sour and kind of a weird meaty aftertaste.
Meaty?
Yeah. Odd. You've not had it before. You've not had a drink like this before.
I mean, I'll keep drinking it, but
I'm going to give some to Farrell and then take the rest to like a corner or something that we can all sit
Sure.
at.
It's fine. Farrell basically just knocks it back immediately and goes, that's a bit weird. Ooh. That's very strange. Can I have another one? He puts a glass.
if you want to.
Puts the glass out in front of the tavern keep. The keep just looks at him.
I think it's 2 copper barrel.
Oh,
So-
right, okay. Let me have a look. This is me as GM. Let me have a look see if I've got any money.
Probably not
I actually
much.
don't think he has any money, but we'll double check it. No, he's got enough for this. He's running rapidly out of money.
I think we've all just been giving it to Janae. I mean, I've got 33 gold on me, but I'm just kind of
And the barman looks at Farrell and fills up the glass again when he puts the 2 copper down. And Farrell immediately just knocks it back again. It's like, oh, yeah, it's good.
I put a gloved hand on his arm, like, whoa there, big guy.
Yeah.
And down to the table. Hey.
Yeah. Whoa. That was probably a bit too quick.
Yup. Just sort of lead him off.
Yeah, that's fair. You just lead him gently over to the corner. Alright. The 5 of you have got yourself situated in the corner. The bar is very quiet. Everybody is... Once you've got yourself seated, it's plainly obvious to the 5 of you that you are being watched by everybody in the tavern.
Maybe while we stay here, do we want to not actually stay in town? Do we want to just like maybe do campfire, like a campsite outside of town a little bit, but
Well,
like
the
still be
question
here?
was, did we come here to board an airship? Or
I just saw that the airship came in, so I figured that there was like some kind of village over here.
you just wanted to be among people?
Well, I figured, we just left a town where we weren't here. We could gather information here. I mean, I think the airship just goes from one town to the other, so unless we wanted to just take the airship to the other town instead of traveling an extra day.
I suspect we might not have the funds for that.
True.
I take Illyria's.
Well, we could at least find out
drink.
how much it is.
I'll take Illyria's drink, pour it out, and then I'll drink my own.
Sure, fine.
That-
You get exactly the same. It's exactly the same description as I gave for Sykes. It's quite sweet and fruity, and almost peach-like in its taste. Except there's this very sort of weird meaty aftertaste to it. It's a bit of an odd combination, but it's pleasant. It's definitely alcoholic.
So we're just waiting for 2 days now.
We should at least see if anywhere in town, if they've got a map of Barondash. And if not, then we'll have to wander again. But maybe we at least find out how much the ride on the airship would be, Just because I'm curious to see how much it would be in general. We don't have to take it, but we can find out how much it would be.
You do recall, as you enter the village, passing this almost sort of like platform-like area with what appears to be just a very, very small hut situated beside it. Apparently, this might be where the airship would come into, the skyship would come into land, possibly.
Okay.
Do you think they would sell maps where the airship is? Not a very
Probably.
big
I mean,
place, but
assuming they go from place to place, maybe they'd have a map then. So yeah, maybe that's the next place we go.
yes. But I agree that it looks as though, and she just looks around.
When you look around, you catch the few eyes of the tabaxi that are looking your direction and immediately go back to their drinks.
We better not overstay our welcome.
So yeah, maybe camp out for the next 2 days. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Let's finish our drinks. I can always cook us up something when we go back to camp later. And then yeah, so
All right. So what are you all doing? Are you heading off to the? Are you heading off to the
tent? Yeah,
to the platform?
the platform. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hey. Give me something to look at here.
Yeah. We're trying.
Yeah. All right. So you head off. So you finish off your drinks, and it's very obvious that you are the strangers in the mix, and you're just getting watched by the entire time. Roll a perception check as you all leave.
Give me a second. Perception.
That was perception.
13.
Hey.
Yes.
Where's my little thing here? 13, 34. Let me just do Farrell and Tefari.
I think I'm
Go.
too busy.
Yeah.
marking
Well,
my punches.
Farrell's also now pissed, so I'm going to roll this at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
That's still pretty good, to be honest. And let me just do Tefari. Yeah. I suppose so, yeah. Sykes, you'd notice this as well as Farrell.
Well, then Janae would too, or Illyria would too.
Then Illyria, you would also notice this as well.
Everyone notices except me.
Exception. Of all the people in the bar who are watching you because you feel that, the two humans are not. They keep to their drinks and make a very, very strong point of not looking your direction at all.
Either they're also here, like we are, where they're not really welcome, or there's a reason why they're here, but I'm not going to worry about that. I don't think it's necessarily our business to find out why they're here. They're probably here the same reason we are. Maybe.
Because
Either
they're on their way to a town named after a small, weird creature.
No, okay, they might be heading a different way, but yeah.
All right. You head out the door and head along the roads towards the only other very large piece of real estate within this very, very small one street village. And you come, and it's very easy to spot. It's very clear that this space is being made completely flat and clear for her skyship to come tie-scope to the land. As you approach the little hut that sort of corners onto this platform, you see, just peeking out a window, a very, very bored, sort of spotted brown, white and black spotted tabaxi, just sort of leaning on the window, looking out over the land. He does see you does see you approaching, and as you approach, he sort of perks up a bit and becomes a bit more alert.
Hello.
Hello, visitors. You want to go somewhere?
Well, as we were coming into town, I noticed that the airship only goes to 2 places, here and one other spot. Where is
Oh
that?
no! The airship that comes here, the Skyship that comes here, goes on further. Goes on to the village, over and then all the way north.
Oh, so when I saw it come to this village and then go back, it's actually constantly going to the... Okay. So it'd take a while for it to come back. How much is it to ride it?
Where do you want to go? If it's to go only a step over, then it will cost you 1 gold. If you want to go a little bit further, depending on where you want to go, it might cost you a little bit more. Where do you want to go?
Are they set destinations or just where we want to go?
There are set destinations. Your ticket is your ticket must you must have a ticket in order to get on the airship, the Skyship. Otherwise, bad things happen.
Okay. Which town is closest to Pretty Pangolin?
I have never heard of this place called Pretty Pangolin.
Oh, well, okay. What did...
Could you tell us maybe what the next few towns over are called? And I'll look at Tafari while he's naming the towns to see if there's any spark of recognition.
As he starts naming off the towns, well, there is Chakrav, and that's the town over, and then there is Kuraban, that is the town there, just a little bit further, and then is the final town on the edge of the forest. I don't know if it's still alive, but then is the Mahutotat. Sorry, no, not Mahutotat. Mahari town. That is the last town on this side of the peninsula, and then it goes on and on and on, and then you have only after that Maharashtra, so very very far away. Yes, that is it. After that.
Look, slowly. Chakra? Yeah.
Can you...
Chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Chakra is the town, basically the next town over. And then you have Maharam.
Maharam.
Let me just get my map up to make sure I actually got all the towns.
I just got a message from, yep, there we go.
Yeah.
From Zelma that he has to go due to some personal stuff.
Okay, fine.
Alright, no problem.
So I'll be over
cool.
here. Eyes peeking in the corner.
Yeah, let me
sorry
join
about
him.
this. Okay. Let me just give me a few moments here, guys, while I
Sure.
get this sorted.
While you're doing that, I will...
Right, there we go. Now we'll sort
we'll
that
finish.
out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those last few villages. So you have Chakra, Maharam, and then the final village, and he's pointing to the west, or at least sort of kind of pointing in sort of westerly direction. And then he says you've got Punjabi. That is the final village on this side of the peninsula before you go all the way north, and then you have Maharashtra. Oh no, sorry, you have one more. That is Dalinda. You have Dalinda, and then you have Maharashtra.
Okay, Dalinda.
Yeah, Dalinda is one of the main cities of this place. Do you really have you? Oh yeah.
Oh
Sorry.
wait, no. Okay, I do have Maharashtra as in parentheses Pretty Penguin. That was okay. I thought Maharashtra was the first time we were in.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say this, Neil.
Oh,
Jeff,
you don't know, but yeah.
You don't know this, and also Jeff bullshits a lot, and it can be quite confusing what he says. He does come from a place called Pretty Pangolin, or what he calls Pretty Pangolin. It is not Maharashtra.
Okay.
No, it was a small town.
I'm gonna just
Small
erase
town.
that then.
Maharashtra is big.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that is north, and then you also have on the west you have Vityaan, the greatest trading city of the empire, and then you have a place northeast-ish. Well, anyways, you have another place. It's called Dial Chada, and then you have Chen, and then you have and then you go further. So, where do you want to go? Do you want to go northeast?
So these Shaka Maharashtra Punjabi, they are by the shore, or are they a little bit further away from the shore?
Punjabi is a little bit further away from the shore. We are quite a bit away from the shore as well. What name did I give again? Maharam. That is on the coast. There's coastal city, and so city village, really much village. Yeah, a lot of these places go small now these days. But Maharam is on the village, is on the coast, and Vityaan, obviously, he sort of points in the direction of basically this sparkling gem on the corner of the coast.
Obvious.
Yeah.
Thank you. One moment, please. And I turn to Tafari and I just go, okay, so was your tiny fucking village on the shore, or where did you put it?
Well, it was actually I haven't house. It's actually somewhere near. It was actually quite near the mountains, actually, in the north.
So, still higher up than Maharashtra?
Yeah.
Alright, so if we take an airship, it's gonna be a pricey ride, probably. So, traveling to Maharashtra, probably best option?
Yeah.
Suits me.
Let's find out how much the ticket is.
Helpful, Tafari, as always. And I turn back to the guy.
That's fine. So, where do you want to go? Tell me.
So, how much would it be to travel to Maharashtra for the 5 of us?
Oh, that is quite far. Maharashtra for all 5 of you?
Yes, just how much would it be?
Ooh. For 5 of you, it sort of gets this. Roll an insight check.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about the price for friends, of course. Because
Both of us,
our
or-
friends here,
Roll an insight check.
21.
21. He gets this very sly gleam in his look. He gets this sort of very sly gleam in his eye as he looks at the 5 of you. That'd be 50 gold.
To go for all 5?
Yes, but that is of course the price for people who aren't friends, whereas we are.
I don't know you, and you are not my friends.
Well, I could be.
He gives you this look and he says, "No, I don't think so."
So 50 gold. This is what you charge everybody?
Yes, it is what I charge everybody. Yes, for sure.
At the 21 inside, is that exactly right?
No, he's absolutely lying to you.
Oh, okay. So if you're not going to be honest with me, we cannot be friends, and I would very much like to be friends and also travel by the airship through the normal price, please.
Well, I could give you the tickets to a normal price, but I also see that you are a person that is not allowed to be here. You are a tiefling, and if you would like to have my silence.
Excuse me. Did he look all the way through my fucking hood?
Yeah, that was the natural 20.
That's unfortunate.
That was the natural 20.
Yes. So, how about we don't say that word out loud? And
Yes.
thank you very much for your beautiful information. How
Most
much?
welcome.
50 gold, you said?
50 gold.
The 50
One moment, please. I turn around to the group. Guys, we do not have that money.
Yeah, we don't.
Well, I mean, we do, but do we want to spend that money?
Do we want to get to Maharashtra faster, or I'm okay with kind of walking it if we want to save up.
That would save us, I think, what weeks of? I don't know. How long is it? Why am I asking you anything anymore? How? The thing is, there's 3 people here that are probably unwanted, and I'm definitely one of them. Now, the chances of us running into people on the road, massive. The chances of us finding our way out, also massive. Being stuck in an airship, scary, but faster. So, you know what? Maybe we should think about it and come back to it next episode, yeah?
Quick question: it was 50 gold a person or 50 gold for all 5?
They didn't seem to specify that it was 50 gold per person or 50 gold for all 5, but he would seem to sort of be gesturing generally in your direction.
Yeah, okay, so I did ask how much is it for the 5 of us, so if he said 50 gold, then
Okay.
that's the price.
Well, I've got 33 on me.
No, don't worry. Like, we've got 50 gold. I'm just saying, is it worth it to be stuck in an airship with no chance of escape if something goes wrong?
Well, if we need to jump off, I've got.
This is me out of character, as you can tell by the lack of French accent.
Well, if we need to jump off, the only problem is we'd be stuck not in the middle of nowhere, but we could at least jump off and not be stuck on an airship. We'd fall safely to the ground because of feather fall, but we then would be out in the middle of nowhere and could be in the most dangerous area landing.
That's all stuff that you're going to have to find out.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable deciding
if and
this
when you
without...
actually have this. Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens with regards to that. He also didn't tell you how long it would take. So
yeah, let's wait 2 days if it comes back, and we'll have to wait till it comes back anyway. So
right. Well, there is.
Last time I talked to a person, by the way, 1 nat 20, and my cover's blown.
Yeah, he just rolled a nat 20. Sorry, you were covered up very, very well. So only something as high as that would have been able to allow him to see. But yeah, he rolled a nat 20, so I was like, he's gonna see. There is something I do want to get from you guys. Are you camping out? I believe the plan was to camp outside the village, and not stay there.
Yeah, I would have asked this whether that was allowed.
Who would you ask this? Sorry.
Just this guy.
What?
Like, is it okay if we camp outside of the village? Is there rules against that?
He just shrugs.
Yeah.
Well, you do you. There are some nasty things outside, and usually don't recommend it. I usually go home, but no. On your skin.
Well, my skin's the problem. That's why.
I don't see a skin, he says, and just gives you a wink.
You are a very kind and generous individual.
So, are you guys actually camping out tonight or not?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to run the risk of running into somebody who was less friendly than this guy.
Sure. Fair. All right, that gives me a place to jump off from when we have more people with us next session. Hopefully we'll have that. But yeah, so as I just wrote in the chat just then, we are going to call the stream pretty quickly tonight because we are only with the 3 of us, and a D&D stream when you're really playing with 6 people, with 2-3 people is a lot of work for me, and it's not quite as fun for you guys to enjoy. So we're going to call it tonight, and we'll probably go off and do something ourselves. So, but anyways, I will be back tomorrow with something. Don't know what the fuck I'm going to be coming back with, but probably something. Just keep an eye on the channel, see what happens. Otherwise, if I don't see you tomorrow, have a lovely afternoon, morning, evening, wherever in the world. If I do see you on another stream, yay, see you there. But if I don't, take care of yourselves, love yourselves, and love each other as much as you can, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.
What did you do?
Good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward from Games and Tea. My apologies for that slightly delayed start, but my normal setup here has decided to get itself screwed. What is it ever going to be without some sort of technical hiccup or glitch on my side? Normally you don't see them, but most of the time something happens. Anyways, I hope you're all having a wonderful afternoon, morning, evening, wherever in the world. And welcome to us, I think. we're a bunch of nerdy friends who just get together to play D&D online. That's what we do. So yeah, that's what we're at.
Yay!
Few announcements as usual at the start of these streams. The miniatures, or the miniature people things that you can see dotted around on the screen and occasionally appearing from underneath me, have all been made in Heroforge, so many thanks to them for allowing us to be able to show these miniatures on the show. Also, you can hopefully hear some music going on in the background. Please let me know if it's a little bit too loud, of course, because yeah, I don't know what you guys hear. But anyways, the music has been provided to us by Sirenscape.com, Tabletop Audio, Ingrim, FestianStudios.com. I will eventually get that name right, and Alexander Nakarada from Serpentine Studios, as well as Kevin McLeod from Incompetech and Darren Curtis. So many thanks to them for providing us with some music to actually have on in the background, providing some background soothing and moving and the usual stuff that happens in a D&D game. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. What else was there? Oh yes, I will be streaming again tomorrow with something or other. Do not know what. There'll be something. Something will appear online. Whatever. But there will be no stream on Sunday this week. I am otherwise occupied this Sunday evening, so there'll be no stream on Sunday this week. Last but not least, you can influence the game in various different ways, and that's by using emotes are a thing as well as a few sound alerts, but also there is also an advantage, an insight check, a reroll, inspiration, which you can grant to any one of my players, our players, or me. That would be nice occasionally. And you can use those to influence the game and help our players out, or help me out. That would be nice. I believe that is about it for various different announcements that I can think of. So we're going to dive into some character introductions, starting with Lydia. No, we're going to start with Sean.
You can start with me. That's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with we'll start with Lydia. How are you doing? Tell us a bit about Janae for us.
Oh, Janae. Janae. Cliff notes. Came from a place. Went some other place. Things were bad. Got worse. Better now, but then bad again.
You're all gonna do our intros like this.
Punch my way out? Question mark.
That's pretty accurate, to be honest.
That's basically it.
Shania is also a tiefling fighter. I'll just add that bit in as well. Shania is also a tiefling fighter in an area which is rather hostile to tieflings, so we're going to see how that turns out for her.
And that's an understatement.
And that's very much an understatement, yes. Beside her, we have Neil from Immersion Diversion playing Sykes. How are you doing? And please tell us a little bit about Sykes for us.
I'm doing good, and Sykes is a wood elf ranger rogue. Has a family, lost a family. No, they're not dead. They've just been taken. Go to look for them. I mean, I don't know. Don't throw me off. I don't like when they're dead.
Hey, you're the one that thinks they've been taken.
I know.
Yeah, they just moved.
I found a note. Okay, like, come on.
You did.
If my family's just playing a prank on me and got me to move countries, that would be so bad.
Oh,
like the two drow that were just there were just playing a joke, and I just happened to
the
kill
ideas.
them. I just like I killed her.
Frank.
No. Stop
Fake method.
It was all Dale's idea. Let's kidding.
It's just
Anyways,
sad that I just ignored it all.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. So Sykes is our Sykes is our wood elf, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a wood elf.
Wood elf ranger, with a bit of an interesting. Well, he's been some places.
I've seen shit.
You've seen some shit, and you've been hurt quite significantly by said shit. So see how that turns out. And we have above him and to the right of him, playing the most wonderful, the most cuddly, the most naive, the most just nicest of people is Farrell, and that has been run by Sean. Sean hiding behind his camera today. So how are you doing, sir? Please tell us a little bit more about Farrell for us, will you?
Well, he's a fearball. It's like a fey giant. From a sequestered community, and is now in a place where everybody is kind of uncomfortable being there. So he actually feels actually a lot more comfortable knowing that everyone else doesn't know what's going on either. So yeah. Kind of happy that everyone's kind of a fish out of water here. So
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You've got compatriots.
yeah.
You've got compatriots to be fish out of water. Beside them, we have the most wonderful Zelma, who is running the character of Illyria. How you doing? Let's hear a bit more about Illyria from you.
Well, little area is a failing. Not a tiefling this time. Not a tiefling.
Not a tiefling.
You're
Not a
switching races.
tiefling.
Still.
Yeah, I don't know where I came up with that last. I was tired. Yeah, came from a what's the empire's name? I don't feel like going for the notes
Volk.
again. Dickweed Empire.
That's also a pretty good description for the Empire, considering what Illyria is according to that Empire.
Yes. According to that empire, because she couldn't follow some type of process, I can't remember the name, failed to become said mind flayer. Yep, and she is considered as disposable slaves. They don't care what they do to the slaves. They just need to get their job done. If they die, they die. So.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And she came out at Empire due to a unknown benefactor.
Indeed. What on earth is who on earth, or what on earth his benefactor is? No idea. But we'll find out, possibly, at some point. You may notice that I have not introduced our final character, and that is Tefari. Tefari is normally run by Jeff of Twitch channel Alhandrin. Unfortunately, Jeff, I believe, has to work today, and so unfortunately he's not able to join us, but we do hope that he has a wonderful day at work and travels safe. However, Tefari is our noble mage / wizard. One who is a very principled man, and is one to stick to his courage. He's very courageous in sticking to his principles, even in the face of potentially being persecuted and ridiculed, and potentially being even put to the sword in his own country, the Empire of Bunnelbrow. However, he has decided to pursue his principles and try and free, or at least start a revolution again, to free the peoples of the Empire of what he deems to be a tyrannical, oppressive society that now exists within the Empire. And we'll see how well that turns out. He also has a lovely little fox named what's his name again? His name's got on my head.
Kitsune.
Kitsune, thank you. Yes, a lovely little fox, Kitsune, who is the most exhaustively patient creature of Tefari. Yes, and that is where our characters are at, and we're going to jump into this nice session with a little bit of a recap. Our 5 heroes have journeyed to the continent of Baron Desh, where lies the Empire of Bunnelbrow. Yes, lots of bees in this place. They were dropped off in the city of Vitian, a city out on the peninsula of the Empire, and was the major trading city for the entire Empire. It was an extremely rich city, a little bit too rich for our characters' blood. When they tried to stay at an inn and realised it cost them 25 gold for one night, rather a lot. So yes, our heroes decided to leave the city in one way or another after having a discussion with Tefari's own brother. They had decided to leave by foot, and have recently discovered the pathways that would normally crisscross an empire or a continent have begun to become overtaken by growth, possibly from lack of use. Traveling along one of these pathways, they came across a group of Displacer Beasts, which they very successfully dispatched, killing 3 of them. After skinning the creatures, they headed over to a village where they might catch a ride in what would be a skyship, hopefully docking within that village, or docking beside that village. They sold the pelts, and found that the village was rather not welcoming of visitors, shall we say, and seemed to be rather scared for whatever reason. They entered the pub, discovered that they were not welcomed by the general atmosphere of people being very quiet while they were there and constantly looking in their direction. Left the pub, found out where the Skyship docking spot was charged an exorbitant amount of money in order to try and get a ticket on said airship, and have subsequently bedded down for the night outside the city. So that is where we are going to jump into tonight's session. Who is taking the first watch of this night?
Me.
I'll take it.
Oh, well, okay, she'll take it.
Sure.
Alright.
Go for it, Shania. Please roll me a perception check.
Will do. Perception. That'll be 18.
The night is a very, very dark night, and you can't help but shake the feeling that something is going to happen tonight. You don't know what, but something is going to happen, and you are looking out, and every night so far has been very, very clear. The stars have come out every night. There's been very, very few clouds that scud along the sky. This night, however, you glance out, so you just happen to glance towards the city, and it just seems to be a little bit darker than normal for whatever reason. The normal lights that would illuminate the pathways and the streets of this this little village seem to have been extinguished. But for the rest, that's all you notice.
Right, so I can't see the village so well as I used to be able to.
No.
Hmm.
The normal sort of torches that would be lit outside the various houses to keep the street at least somewhat visible, they're not lit, or at least from what you can tell, you can't see that they're lit.
All right. Well, I'll keep a sharp eye on the horizon to see if anything approaches either us or the village.
Okay, that's fine. That's all you see.
All right.
Who's taking the second watch?
I guess I'll do it.
All right. Please roll me a perception check, Illyria.
My mouse was literally hovering over it. Ah, shit.
It's a beautiful night tonight. The stars are out. You occasionally see the odd airship that is skyship that is zipping away to the north. It's quite high up, so very difficult to see its size. But yeah, a lovely night. You do not see anything.
Oh, well, I'm gonna eat my pizza then.
Who is taking the final watch?
I can.
Go for it.
Oops, I forgot I was muted.
Oh,
Ooh.
Tony.
It was like, oh, I'll do it. They're like, oh wait.
I need to be unmuted.
Farrell can stay up with me if he wants.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you want to?
perception then, too.
Do you want to do? You can do it separately, or you can give advantage. It's up to you.
I'll do it separate, just because I do have a slightly better perception. Never mind.
Never say those words out loud.
Never say those words out loud, indeed. So Farrell, yeah, it's been a while since you stayed up, and you stayed up with your friend. It's It's been a while. It's nice, and the night is cold, which is odd. For where you are, you'd expect it to be very hot, but it's cold. Stars are out. Really quite beautiful. Sykes.
The stars are different here.
The stars are a bit different here. Yes, as Farrell says that, you hear off in the village a scream.
Earl, did you hear that?
Huh? What? Sorry, I was distracted.
I just heard a scream come from the village.
Oh. That
Should we
could be bad.
want to
we
go
should
check it
probably
out? I
do
know
something.
you can heal. We might be able to save them.
Do you want to wake the others first, or do you just want to head over there right away, see what happens?
What do you... I mean... I think we should wake everyone up, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Let's wake them. But I'm going to do it in kind of a rush and just be like, I'm going to go shake Janae and Illyria and be like, guys, we heard a scream in the village.
I'm going to say this, that Sykes, you're the only one who's able to get a long rest here, because you're an elf.
Oh,
So, sure, we'll go with that.
Well, technically, since this is my last shift of being awake, I got a full night's sleep then too, right?
Yes, actually that is true.
Yeah. This will be the
So-
last watch of the end.
Yeah, so Farrell and Sykes, you both have a long rest, but everybody
And
else
Tafari.
and Tafari, yes. However, everybody else, which is I presume Shania and Illyria,
unless they
this
don't
is
wake up.
This is going to count as a short rest for you guys.
We could explain the situation, and if they want, they can go back to sleep.
Yeah, we'll
to
explain
you.
it and say what we heard.
Okay, so you roughly sort of shake Janai awake, and she just basically just grabs your hand, ready to cut it off. And she realizes that it's you, and she lets go, and she's like, "What?"
So we heard a scream come from the village.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's probably not our business, but
Oh, yeah, it's really very important, I'm sure. Yep, let's go.
Okay, you'll head up.
Illyria,
You'll wake and rouse from your slumbers, and head back towards the village. The sun is beginning to lighten. Please roll me a perception check as you all head towards the village.
I'm not gonna say anything this time.
Ah,
I didn't
There
even
we
get
go.
anything better. God damn.
That's the perception I was hoping
Earl
for
got
last
it
time.
this Yeah. Like shit.
Going for a second, be back in 5.
Yep, no worries.
Right.
Yeah, none of you see. Well, almost none of you see anything except for you, Farrell. You see, sort of floating, almost floating down the middle of the street. This long, dark, almost smoke-like creature with long, lanky limbs and on its body, and 2 glowing red eyes. You see, slung over one shoulder, what appears to be the body of one of the villagers, a tabaxi, with this almost dappled sort of grey and brown fur on them. And this creature is just walking in his sort of like almost smoke-like way out of the village. You're the only one that sees it. Their feet barely touching the floor. Nobody else sees it. And for whatever reason, around it just seems to be darkness.
There's a
Be right
ghost.
back.
It's taking a person.
Ghost.
Yeah. You should be familiar with that, right? It might be one of the ghosts that,
Wait,
perception
and
check.
then I'm gonna try to look again.
Sure. Roll a perception check. I'll just roll this perception check for Tefari as well, to make sure.
Do I have radiant?
That's better. 21.
Now that's yeah, he doesn't see anything. Now that Farrell has pointed it out to you, you also see this. You see this very, very long, lanky creature that is just walking and almost this sort of padding, gently silent way through the middle of the streets with this body of this creature on its over his shoulder.
How far away would you say this thing is?
It is about right now. It's about 100 feet away from you. You guys are on the outskirts of the village right now.
Okay.
Does it look similar to the wraith that we had met before, the two?
Roll a nature check.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Nope, that's a 7.
You cannot tell. You do not tell the difference. Looks vaguely similar. Might be.
Who
Who knows?
This is probably not a good move, because this would definitely be start of combat. But I kind of almost want to hit it with a guiding bolt because it's a 120 range and it makes it glow.
Ooh.
So this thing is trying to stay hidden with
just a quick
glow.
question. You guys are not traveling. You guys are not traveling stealthily, correct?
No.
I mean, we didn't say stealth, yeah, so...
So
Yeah,
you're
we're
not
gonna
traveling
be
stealthily.
stealth.
So you start to have this thought, and you start to sort of gather the energy from your hands, Farrell, and and immediately there's, and the creature looks straight in your direction. I need you guys to roll initiative for me now.
Good. Yeah. I'm like, oh.
And I will share a map with you.
Yeah!
Very nice.
I haven't rolled in a long time, big tie.
And we're gonna have this.
All right, what's going on?
You're
Oh,
rolling
yes.
initiative.
Ah, god damn it! All right,
Creepy ghost thing kidnapping a person.
a 13.
Let me just roll for Tafari. Yeah, that's that, and I'll just get you guys on the map as well.
Janae also goes back, or Lydia also goes back as we're getting into battle.
What's
Yep.
going on?
You need to roll initiative.
Initiative. All right. What we fighting?
Weird ghost thingy.
Oh no, I don't like ghost thingies.
Mhm.
No!
Here, have an 11.
This
That's
thing is
terrible.
100 feet away.
So,
But luckily I got a 120-foot long spell.
Hey. It's not the size of the spell.
How long it is?
so you should now be able to see a map. Let me just unlock the tokens for you guys. And for those people watching at home, let me just switch over to the battle map, the battle screen. There we
I'm
go.
guessing every square is 10 feet in this case.
No, in this case, every square is 5 feet. So you guys have just approached
Then
the
it's 50
outskirts.
feet away, not 100.
It is now only 50 feet because it was walking towards you as you were having this discussion.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Having a discussion.
Nice how we
So, yes.
go so-
First up is Farrell.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
I'm going to shoot it with a guiding.
Wait, it's Feral?
Yeah, Farrell's first up.
I
I
thought it
have
was
a
Sykes.
20. I have a 22 initiative.
Oh yeah, so you do. Sykes, you're first up.
I
I knew
was
what I
like,
meant.
what? All right. It's 50. How far was this one again? It's only 26. Okay. Okay. I will take out my bow,
Mhm.
and I kind of like. Well, if it's 50, okay. I'm actually gonna bonus action. Look at it and use the hunter's mark.
Okay.
My eyes glow and like transfer my magic towards it,
Mhm.
to where it now has the glowing eyes. Where I got to use hunter's mark there, and then yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to use my action to shoot 2 arrows at it.
Go for it. Roll me your attacks.
Yep. I need to find the bow. There's longbow. Dang.
15 does miss, yes, unfortunately.
Yep. So then the second attack. That's 24.
Does hit.
Okay. Max damage. Oh, and then the hunter's mark.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot to add that on there. So I will just roll a d6 as well.
Yep.
Wow, yeah, max damage.
Nice. So it takes from that only 9 points of damage. You watch as you fire your shot forwards. It flies straight into the creature and seems to hit something, and it does seem to flinch from it. And you hear this almost hissing like scream from it. But then you also notice the bolt just lands on the other side of it. On the other side of it.
All right. Yep. Guys, use your magic weapons.
Is that your
Holy
turn?
Ghost. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Farrell, you're up.
All right.
Oh, I was
Hi.
supposed to have advantage on all those attacks because I'm before it.
Indeed.
Oh
Shit.
yeah.
Whatever,
Roll me.
it's too late.
Roll. Yeah, it's a little bit late now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh well, it's fine.
Next time.
Happens.
I'm
My
going
fault.
to shoot at it with a guiding bolt, which is radiant damage, and it gives people advantage if they target it.
Nice. Roll the attack.
And I crit down.
Oh no. Unfortunately. Roll me a damage.
Actually, quick question on the second attack. Since I did it, technically have
Actually-
advantage on it. Can I roll the sneak attack?
It's a little bit late. It's a little bit late for that now.
Okay, just making sure.
Farrell,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me a d6. On a 1, 2, 3, it misses.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm assuming a 4, 5, or 6 it hit an ally, so that's.
On the 4, 5, 6, you would have hit the creature it was carrying.
Oh.
So, you thankfully did miss. So the bolt.
I was hoping for a miss when you said that a 1, 2, 3 would miss. I'm like, I hope I miss.
You did indeed miss. So you hold on to your symbol of power, and cast out this beautiful green sort of new growth green color of a bolt flying straight towards this creature. Except this creature seems to just glance out of the way, and it flies straight past, striking the ground. It is now the turn of Tifari. What's he gonna do? Let me just have a quick look at his little things. He is going to cast. What range is Pulse Wave? Oh, it's 30 foot. No, he's not going to be erased. Are you guys standing? I haven't been asking you if you guys have been standing there. Are you guys going to move in any way, or are you just staying put?
I haven't moved on my turn, so
yeah, I'm staying put.
You're staying put as well? Okay. Tefari is going to do a typical Tefari thing, cast Ice Ray at this creature.
Yep.
At 2nd level.
Classic.
He does actually get a long rest from it. So he needs to make a ranged attack. This, I believe, is it one or two of these? 3. Let's do first attack. Come on.
Yeah.
Does hit. Does indeed hit. Doing 2d6 damage.
Whoa.
Definitely hurting. And again. Hits as well. It's doing 3 points of damage, and the last but not least, the third Ice Ray does hit. So 8 points of
Nice.
damage. So he has done. Let me have. He's done in total. What was it? I've lost count. 21 points of damage in one go to this creature.
Wow.
It looks a bit hurt. looks a bit hurt from this. You watch as these rays of ice just come flying in from 3 different directions and batter this creature around a bit. Yeah, it's looking a bit beaten up from that. Didn't like it. Illyria, what are you doing?
Alright, so I do have to ask this. What is the time of day as of current?
It is early morning, so the sun is only very low on the horizon. It's just beginning to rise. Just beginning to rise. It's just beginning to rise above the horizon.
I am going to take a bonus action
Okay.
and do my very first Misty Step.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, so I guess I will Misty Step the building to the one that's kind of cut off,
Down below us.
yeah, like,
Yeah, you can move your miniatures yourself.
gonna go over. Oh, let me look at the range real quick.
It gets 30 feet? Or it could be
30
90, I don't remember.
1, 2, 3. Oh, she goes only like right here, I think.
That's fine.
Yeah. And let me do a quick count of. I think I am in range for it. Let me do this real quick. I am going. Alright, which one? I think Tasha's Mind Whip is in range. Yeah, it is. That's interesting for Tasha's Mind Whip.
They are within 50 feet.
Let me check Mind Spike. I think it's kind of more. I'm gonna Mind Spike him.
Okay. What does he need to roll?
For the Mind Spike, you reach into the mind of one creature you see within range. The target must make a Wisdom saving throw, taking 3d8 psychic damage on a failed save, and half
Okay.
this much damage on a successful one.
All right.
On a failed save, you always know the creature's location until the spell ends.
Does a 14 succeed?
No.
It doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, it was one shy.
Oh.
50, nice.
It was one shy.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
so it must take a 3d8. So let me do that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take this off on my. I used 2 second spell slots. And I'm using Mind Spike. Yep. And it is going to take that amount of damage. 8.
All right. Takes 8 points of damage from that.
And for the entire effect, there we go. Now, for the next hour, if it does retreat, Illyria always knows its location regardless of distance.
Okay. Very nice.
As long as is in the same plane of existence they
Gotcha.
are in. So,
Gotcha.
and it also, even if it's invisible, it gains no benefit of it.
Mhm.
So
Got
she
it.
always knows where it is. So, yeah, alright.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
And I assume everyone saw what she did, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going to say that too. Shania.
Yeah, I was out for a second. Can I get a creature description? What are we looking at here?
You are looking at what appeared is very, very lanky, almost smoke-like, ghost-like creature with very, very, very long limbs on it and these burning red eyes. At least that's what you can see from the distance. It seems to all be sort of wispy and smokish. There definitely appears to be some texture to it, but that's what you can see right now. And there just seems to be this almost prevalent darkness that seems to be surrounding it, even though it's quite bright right now.
Okay.
And
I thought I
Sykes
heard it was
couldn't
holding
distinguish it.
something, or did I mishear?
Yes, you did also hear that as well. It is you also see that it's holding over its shoulder the body of one of the villagers, a tabaxi with sort of brown and grey striped fur.
All right. That's
Yeah.
enough information for me.
And Sykes couldn't distinguish it from the wraith he encountered before.
Yeah, and I don't remember if it was me that saw it at night, but there were red glowing eyes following us in the night, so...
Oh, that was Illyria.
That was Illyria, alright.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that was me.
So this fucker's been around for a while. I'm gonna step forward as far as I possibly can, which is, let's see, right over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I should be nicely in range for a command.
Okay.
So I would like to cast command.
All right. Go for it. What does this look like?
Command is not very different, but there's a slight echo to my voice now, like it's being carried on the wind.
Ooh.
And I just simply say drop.
Okay. What do they need to do?
They need to succeed on a wisdom save of, if I'm not mistaken, 13. So it's not super high, but yeah.
Still fails.
Ooh.
All right then. So they should drop the villager.
Okay. On its turn, that's what it will try and do.
All right.
It is now its turn. It drops the villager. And that's it. And just simply stands there looking at you, hissing. You know, now that you are closer, Janai, you are able to see that its fingers are sort of abnormally long and extending from the fingernails, from the fingers of this creature. You can see that fingernails are extremely long and and look to be very, very sharp, and also just seem to be sort of almost giving off this sort of wispy, like blackish grey smoke.
All right. I'm fully aware that I'm in the middle of town, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to drop my disguise.
That's fair.
Even though a description like that makes me really want to. Yeah. Okay. Standing my ground here.
All right. Top of the round, Sykes.
Alright, so now I'm gonna move forward. Go 5, 10, 15, 20. Oops, 20. 25, 30, 35, just kind of right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to kind of as I stand still, I kind of go slow down my breath, and then I go, as a bonus action, I'm going to aim, pull up my bow, so I get advantage on the attack,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to fire once again at the, whatever the heck this thing is.
Go for it.
So I get advantage. Well, there it is. Ah,
12
crap.
unfortunately does miss.
Dang it. Alright, and then...
God, I want advantage too.
Attack.
That's wrong.
Yeah. So the first attack gets advantage, the second doesn't? Or does it technically, since it's 2 attacks on 1 action? Or no, it's just on the next attack.
It's on your next attack. I think this would be just the attack, not the action.
Yeah. So just regular on this one then.
Yeah.
So
18 does hit.
Hit, but no sneak attack.
Nope.
So I will add the hunter mark.
Oh, you're referring to sneak attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's
I don't-
you don't. Yeah. You don't have the other bits and pieces to sneak attack. So
Yep.
unfortunately, it's only on the advantage roll.
Yep.
So no sneak attack here.
So 10
5
on
points
that
of
one.
damage
So
to it.
5, yeah. Dang it.
Man, we're fucking this thing up within like 2 turns. Goddamn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's my turn.
Okay. You watch as one of your bolts goes flying past it. This is something about the nature of this creature that is just really putting you off. But your second bolt strikes true and through the creature, landing on the other side of it. That's your turn, you said?
Yep.
Oh, don't forget your hunter's mark.
I did already. It went
Alright.
with it. I clicked
Nice.
it so it added the effect, so when I rolled it added the d6.
Amazing. Farrell, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try launching another of those guiding bolts, and then next turn, if it's still up, then I might cast the Warding Bond. Yes.
A 20 does hit.
Good. This is 46 radiant, and for the whole round until my next
Ooh.
turn, everyone has advantage against it.
Oh, I love guiding bolts.
Oh. I thought guiding bolt was only on the next attack. Melee
Oh,
attack.
is it the next attack?
I think it's the next
Okay.
melee attack. Let me just have a quick look at the
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it is the next attack roll. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it's the next attack roll. Yeah.
Without clicking into it, it says grant advantage for a round. But
Yeah,
it
that's
lasts an
it's-
entire round, but it goes away the second someone attacks it.
Yeah, it's the second somebody makes an attack roll against it, it'll disappear.
Yeah.
15 points of damage. This thing is looking hurt. You can
And
see
if
that
it's undead, it's radiant.
you can see you
This
can
is
begin
what
to
it
see
is.
holes appearing within the body of the creature. It's not liking this. It's hissing. There's no growling coming from this thing. It seems to hiss a lot. It is now Tefari's turn. He is gonna do. He's doing all right, Racket. He's doing all right, but so he's gonna do. Yeah, sure. He'll do another little ice ray, another couple of ice rays on it. So the first attack is with advantage because this is a ranged attack, ranged spell attack. So first attack is with advantage. 21 definitely hits.
Nice.
God damn, this
6
thing is
damage.
not having the greatest of times.
Oh, you guys rolled really well. I rolled really shittily for its initiative.
Yes.
Really badly for its initiative. And
Oh.
plus, oh dear, it was not expected. It was not expecting to come across people like you. Yeah. And boom.
Nice.
Headshot. You watch as Tefari just simply gathers together, very almost lazily, this magic magical essence from the brain, the sky, the wind.
Air.
No, just the world around
Air.
him. Anyways, that will do it.
Magic
Yeah,
air.
thank you. From the air around
Wind,
him.
fire.
Jeez.
God,
Air,
really?
just don't know what the word was that word. Came just together the air from the air around him forms this magical essence into 3 little balls and just flings them almost in a very sort of like just being lazy about it. And you watch as these three ice rays just
Almost like-
spin and strike one after the other into the chest of this creature. You watch as this creature just gets pummeled with this ice and simply just almost gets encased in this ice before it just seems to just melt and evaporate.
So the villager body is right there?
Yeah.
So...
Well, it's frozen with
at-
the ice race. No,
We'll have to see. You're gonna have to go and have a look.
Yeah, a lyrious sense of duty and justice and whatnot with her making sure she's grabbing her hood to, cover her face, runs over towards the villager and gives a medical check just to see if everything is all right.
For the medicine check. We are out of combat.
I will do the same and cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and do
With
the
a
medicine also.
with a 3, unfortunately, Illyria. Yeah, this person might be dead. Farrell, with your medicine check, you can see that the person is unconscious. They are not dead. They are just unconscious.
Unconscious. Whew. I didn't have to use my one charge of healing kit.
Well, it's a good thing they're not dead, because if they got killed by a wraith, then they would be one. So.
I shout for
not
Farrell.
that Farrell knows how that works, but.
Farrell is there beside you, Janai.
Oh, well then.
Yeah. I just got to move my token.
I've got him civilized, but he needs help. Can I see what sort of villager are we dealing with here? This is a larger.
This person does not appear to be quite large. They appear to be relatively thin.
Right.
And they appear to be one of those people that would work out in the fields. You can see that their upper body is quite strong. And you can see that they have fairly good muscles on their arms, and their hands are quite calloused from days working with hoe and plough and things like that.
But this is a tabaxi, right?
This is definitely a tabaxi, yes.
Yeah.
Sykes is gonna check and see if anything was left behind by the thing we were fighting, other than because he sees that the group is taking care of the tabaxi on the ground. He's just gonna see if it had taken anything else.
From this creature?
Well, we saw it poofed away, but if it left anything behind.
Run investigation check.
Yeah.
I believe in you in that investigation check.
I have a +3 now. That is a 17.
You look around and you search the ground, and the now very wet ground from the ice that has very rapidly begun to melt. Doesn't appear to be anything left behind. No body.
Okay.
Although you do find, mixing with the muddy ground and the water, it's very odd sludge-like substance.
Do I have any containers?
Oh man, I couldn't just action search. Oh damn. Good shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any containers other than a water skin.
What are you rest of you doing?
I have a flask or tankard. I'm going
Sure.
to try and scoop it into the tankard and just kind of
Absolutely fine.
We can find out what it is later.
You
I have a bucket. Never mind. I'll put it in the bucket.
You have a bucket with some of this black watery sludge in it.
Sludge bucket.
Sludge bucket. Sludge bucket.
So I have to ask on so what kind of injuries did Tabaxi sustained?
It does not appear to have sustained any.
Only on
Ghost magic.
I turn to Illyria and I ask, "What did you just do to it?"
Huh?
Well, what did you do?
Oh, it's one of my spells.
Alright, what is it just attacks?
I think it's called Mind Spike. It's weird. It's like in my brain, and
There's a weapon in your brain.
You killed it with your brain?
Well,
And Tefari.
It deals damage to one's mind.
Just roll a quick perception check for me, Janai.
Yeah. 1
Oh,
or 3.
Nah, don't notice anything.
You notice everything.
Oh no, that's true. Actually, you notice everything. In fact, you notice so much that you get overwhelmed by how much you notice.
Yeah.
it's a.
All right. Well, what do we do with this fellow?
Well, I guess we take care of it, and then in the morning we find out where they live, and then help him home. Maybe wake him up first, eh, Farah?
Yeah. I can. Would that be like a medicine check, or what would you want me to do for?
Well,
Really weird.
you help me when
Oh,
I'm
wait.
feeling like I might pass out any moment.
That is true.
You know, you have healing spells.
Yeah. I
So Janae, you healed us the other day too, didn't you?
What? Yeah, but it takes a lot out of
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll cure wounds him.
Sure, no worries.
Oh,
could-
he doesn't exist on the map. So 1 sec. I'll just cast it in the chat.
That's fine. You gather together your wonderful healing energy and gently apply it to this tabaxi. You see the tabaxi just goes and just starts to sort of rapidly back away from you all.
Calm down.
But hey,
No one's done anything.
who are you?
Well,
Or your
well,
saviors.
good sir, you were.
I don't know who you are, but oh, my head.
Yep,
Oh.
just take it easy.
What
Stephen,
happened?
Where's your home?
My home? It's so over there. And he sort of points to one of the shacks near, to one of the sort of very simple buildings nearby. My home's there.
Let's pick him up and bring him back.
Yeah, let's get you up and bring you home, okay?
We'll get
Okay. Okay.
as soon as you calm down, you can tell us what happened.
Okay. He eventually sort of crawls. He seems to be perfectly fine. He doesn't actually seem to be hurt in any particularly bad way. He just looks like he got a complete fright of his life. And you get him back home. By this time, the sun has begun to properly start rising. And you get him in. He's like, oh, well, thank you. I was trying to go to the field. That's what I need to do.
Do you remember what happened?
I was walking out my door. It was night time, and then I saw these horrible, glowing red eyes, and just this creature.
Yep.
And in darkness.
Yeah, we saw that thing carrying you.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I
What?
saw
What?
that other night.
Yeah,
You have seen this creature?
we killed it.
Apparently, a couple nights ago, I was doing night watch. We were in a campsite, all of us.
And,
I saw what you saw, but only the red glowing eyes. Nothing else.
Have you killed it?
I
If you
mean,
killed
I
it-
showed him the
Yeah.
black sludge that I picked up. It left this behind.
Have people been going missing here, or are
Uh,
you the first to have been attacked?
No. People have been going missing. But
Are there more of them? Or is it just the one?
I don't know. I don't know. It's that. If that is, I think that was the Anubav that you have killed.
The what?
The Anubav.
A new Bob?
What's that?
It's a creature that has been terrorizing us and the other villages for the past years.
Well,
I've-
I think it was looking at you as his new victim, but luck we were around and heard your scream. So
And I try to describe it
Thank
back
you.
to him as best I can, like a smoky figure, long
He-
limbs.
He immediately started. If a tabaxi could go pale, he's going pale. Yes, that is the creature.
There was
How
only one.
often-
I don't know. I presume so.
There was only one carrying you, unless it was the same one that Illyria saw.
Well,
I really don't know. This is the first time. I mean, this people have been going missing. And it used to be the children, and now adults are going missing too.
How often do people
Well-
go missing?
let me ask, do you know the number of missing people and children that have gone missing within this month?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I have not been keeping count.
There was one
maybe,
person that might be, though.
Guys, give him some space.
Yep, sorry.
Well, I think we gotta.
I'll go get him
report
some water. Or whatever they've got
Sure.
closest.
Yeah, you did. There's the there's a well in the center of the village, so it's not too far away. It's this village is basically a one-street village, with the well situated
Yeah.
at the most central location. So easy to go and grab him some water. He's just sitting there, sitting down on his chair, just looking like a little bit stunned as to what's going on. Really, and
Is
I'm
there-
on the far end of the room in a corner somewhere where the light is not very.
of course,
I'm not getting discovered again.
that's absolutely fair.
You know,
He's not looking at you at all.
I'll turn to him and just be like, "Is there a place, in this village, where we might be able to stay for a little while?"
Stay. Well, there's a temple to the Pantheon. They don't often take visitors, but you could try.
I think if we
Otherwise
explain
the
to them why we want to stay, they might be willing.
Tafari pipes up. Might not be a good idea.
Why is that? Do you know-
Let's. I'm gonna take educational guess. Why
Yeah.
Tafari said that.
Oh, well,
Lyria
because
kind of
it's your
picked
shit.
that. Picked that up. It's like, yeah, right now, I think it's best we stay on our original objective, everyone.
Mhm.
But we certainly want to report this to the village's chief,
The mayor or the chief.
the mayor.
Yeah. The leader.
Yeah,
Good question.
because it could be the same creature that be involved in the disappearance. But if it is just that creature, then we could report it to the mayor and all it's done.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there could be a reward, but you never know.
Well, are you,
You
going?
know-
She turns her attention to the villager and said, "Are you fine right now? Yeah,
Ye-
if not, then
Yes, I am fine. I really do need to go out to the fields. The wheat is not going to pick itself. Thank you.
She puts her hand on the villager's shoulder and says, "Just try to take it easy while you're working. You went through a very, let's just say, not well situation, and just take your time and let your body do its thing, okay?"
I will. Thank you. Who are you all? Looking
Let's
around
just
the five of
say-
you now.
Let's just say we were visitors or tourists, or heading up north. And that's all.
Okay.
Do you
Thank
know
you.
where the?
He's-
Yeah, you're very welcome.
You can
Hush.
call us the Scarlet Guard.
Should I do?
Okay. Thank you. And a name like that at least helps. Thank you.
Yeah.
He starts to get up from. He
Also-
starts to get up from his seat. Yeah.
One of our companions has gone through something similar. Is there any advice, Sykes, for what to say about how they feel, how long it's gonna last? I mean, you had a very similar experience to this, right?
I mean, don't-
did fucking die. I am not letting that shit go.
I mean, you might. I mean, the only thing I can really tell him is he might feel a little bit of nausea for a little while.
Well, to be honest, I'd rather just focus on my work, and that might help. Thank you.
Yeah, You're
Anyways.
very welcome. Do you know where the head of this village is?
Oh, the mayor.
The mayor?
Well, he is also the tavern keeper. Occasionally.
Oh, he is.
Usually.
Okay.
Sometimes he likes to work behind the tavern, but he's also the person with the most responsibility in the place. So have a look for the second largest building here.
Okay,
That'll
thank
take
you very
to his
much.
home.
I just want to. I at least think we should tell him what happened here.
Thank you. And he gets up from his seat and just leaves his home. Now you've guys actually had a chance to look around his home. His home is very, 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 very small. There's
How many
barely one
drawers
corner.
when he
it's-
leaves? No,
Sorry?
I'm just kidding.
Can't start
When he-
rooting through his jaws and Skyrim fashion.
Pillaging.
Yeah.
But yes, you
Bring
realize
all
that
pots.
his house is very, very, very small. It's
all the
basically
steps.
if a studio flat in the Middle Ages could be described as this is what it would be. There's a bed in one corner, there's a table, there's a stove, and a dresser, enough for clothing and storing utensils. That's about it. It's very, very small.
Should I do the thing?
Do the thing.
Okay.
Fuck it.
I don't know what thing.
All right,
I like
is
the
everyone
sound of
heading
it.
out?
Yeah, I think we
yeah.
could head off to the tavern.
Yeah, let's do that, and we'll be
Yeah.
on our way here, out of here.
And so you head outside. As previously described.
What
Mhm.
time
Yeah.
When everyone's leaving and Lyria's the last one, she kind of just took out about 3 gold gold coins, and just sets them on a nearest counter for
Oh.
because
nice.
he went through some, so that's minus 3 coins right there.
Oh,
That's my good deed of the day.
that's cute. All right, as the five of you head out into the now sort of warming morning air of this day, and you look out and you look left, you look down down the streets. You can see the tavern. The tavern is the largest building closest to the Skyship port. On the other end of the village, you can see two large buildings. One of them is a 2-story building, just a ground floor and upper floor. So, as previously described by this villager that you spoke to, this would obviously be the residence of the mayor. But right at the very far end of this village is this large stone structure, very much out of place for how large this thing is. This building appears to be, but situated outside the doors of this very large structure appears to be 2 guards in very similar plates to those that you saw in Vitian, although from here you can't quite see what the symbol is on the breastplate or the shield. But this building is beautifully whitewashed, has this enormous fresco above the door, appearing to be this display of the various different gods of the Pantheon, and just seems to dominate this village. Very much out of place.
This must be the church then. Yeah.
Where are you guys headed?
Probably the 2-story building.
Yeah, the what seems to be the tavern. To go talk to the mayor.
Yeah, church or not, they won't be happy to see us.
Yeah, let's just do what we need to do and then head up north.
Okay.
Yeah,
You head.
I want to talk to you guys about that later, but
We
let's
actually
do
have
this
to
fast.
stay here one more day also.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You got your cape.
You head towards the. You head towards. Do you head towards the tavern or to the other 2-story building?
Which one would be closer to us right now?
Well,
You're about
tavern,
equidistance.
the
Okay.
tavern is
I'm
the
guessing
mayor
the
might be,
tavern.
so,
I'm guessing
yeah,
the
it's in
tavern is the second highest
Tavern.
building in the village. So let's just go in there.
I guess tavern would be a good one right now anyway.
Well,
We
what
do
time of day is it?
drink.
It's early morning.
Then
we
who the
morning
fuck's gonna
drinkers?
be in the tavern serving drinks right now?
Are we morning drinkers or late night? I think we're everyday drinkers.
You guys, you're
Yeah,
all hours
but
drinkers.
we're looking for the mayor at 6 a.m.
I guess I go up to one of the guards.
You can go to the temple.
If it's close, yeah. I mean, he might be able to tell us where the mayor would be at this hour.
Okay. You head up towards the temple, and you're in full view of the guards. As you get closer, you see that these guards seem to have this sort of very sort of grayish grey, what's it called, gambeson. The clothing underneath their armor seems to be sort of fairly plain and grey, and their shields just appear to be marked with this basically just a triangle symbol. For whatever reason, this seems to be the symbol that this temple has chosen to represent all the various gods. But they both are similarly armed, and as you approach, you see that they are also tabaxi as well. One has this almost patchwork like fur on with black, white, and brown, and the other one is simply all grey all over. And as you approach them, the one with the one who's the grey fur tabaxi stops you. What do you want? Why are you here?
Oh, sorry. Good evening, officer.
Good
was
morning.
looking.
Morning.
Good morning. I was looking for the mayor of this town. Do you know where he might be at this hour?
Over there, he just points to the larger of the two to the 2-story building nearby.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
You have a nice day, and then I walk off.
That's fair.
You
You heading towards the building? Or?
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Farrell?
Oh, I'm just like a quick and awkward conversation.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, head back to the group and just say that they say he should be at the 2-story building over there, and not the tavern. So.
Righty. You heading over there? Or just...
Yeah, go. I guess go to the mayor's.
The five of you guys.
Wherever he's going.
The five of you the five of you guys head over to this to the other 2-story building of this really very, very small village, and you notice that this house is for the state of the village is the only other building that appears to be at least somewhat relatively well decorated. It's relatively nicely carved. It is whitewashed. Which is also something you notice among the buildings around you, is that this is the one building that appears to be whitewashed apart from the temple, and of course it has an additional story above it. You approach the door, and the door is closed. Yep.
Yes, knock it.
Yep.
Bashing on the door, you hear this voice when says, I'm coming! You hear the sound of this person sort of stumbling towards the door. And the door opens. Greg, what is it? And you look out, and you see, just sort of looking through the door, this black striped tabaxi, just looking through the crack in the door. This all bleary eyed. It's too early. What is it? What?
We just saved one of your villagers from being murdered. And
What?
taken.
Murdered?
Yeah,
There was a creature that was taking them.
it's called the Amberjack, or what was it called? The Amara?
What? I know, Jack. What?
What was it called? I didn't write it down. God damn it.
Can we speak to the mayor, please?
Hold on. The door closes, and you hear this rattling of the chain and
Because he wasn't the
you hear the rattling of several different chains being released from the door. The door opens properly. You're talking to him. What do you want?
Oh,
You see before you now this very sorry, Farrell. You see before you now this very portly tabaxi, just with this nightie that just extends right the way down to his shins, very beautifully embroidered, with this almost gold like tracery around his sleeves. He sort of stands there with his hands at his hips. Says, "What do you want? I was sleeping."
So we just saved one of your villagers from being taken by a long-armed, smoky creature with red eyes.
Ghost.
Are you talking about the Anubab?
The Anobab, yes.
Yeah.
It's too early in the morning for this shit. All right, come in. It's fine. He turns around and gestures for you to follow him.
Mhm.
You enter what appears to be quite a nicely appointed office/living room space. There is a fire crackling in one corner of the room, which really surprises you for this time of the morning for a country such as this. But apparently he likes to remain warm. But situated very nearby to the fire is what looks to be two very, very comfortable chairs, very comfortable sofas. And then just beside that, you notice a desk, as well as a nice sort of comfortably appointed chair behind the desk, and lining a couple of walls on each side what appear to be some very well made bookcases. Take a seat. I'll be with you shortly. He just waves you towards the sofa, and he heads up the stairs, which is just directly behind the doorway as you enter.
We kind of look around and see if he's got any like taxidermied stuff at all.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
He does. On the floor, you see what appears to be a large bear. Her bear skin has just been spread across this wooden floor, and on a couple of walls you see what appears to be a deer's head. And on the other side of the wall, you recognise a very familiar cat-like head, which you have recently fought.
Okay. Awesome.
You guys doing anything while he heads upstairs?
Sykes just looking at his magic dagger.
You seem that you like to go out hunting. Where do you go?
He's not there right now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
he
actually
just
there.
left upstairs.
He's getting ready.
Oh.
So I cannot talk, and I don't know what he will respond like with Tefari, what's the best course here?
Well, suppose the best course would be to tell a bit of the truth. Perhaps maybe just say that we cleared something up, and that he should be grateful, and that we should be honoured with that. In
Right.
the terms of form, in terms of money.
So we don't do that, and
No, don't do that.
we just tell him what happened. We heard a scream, and we think we killed something, but I don't know. I look like a fucking ghost. I don't know if you can kill a ghost.
Yeah.
I can't say much though. I'm trying to be in the background.
True.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you want
Yeah,
out of
let's-
this? Like, do we want like a discount on the airship, or what do you want?
Well, I mean, I figured we just let him know what happened, and if he offers anything, that'd be amazing. But at the same
Also,
time,
we
like-
wouldn't mind a map.
oh yes,
Right.
if he's got a map of Marindesh.
All right. Well, then I'll let you sort that out. Okay.
Mr. GM Man,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
real quick. So I forgot about Mind Spike for a moment. What is the creature permanently dead, or did it end up somewhere else?
It's the link that you had from the mind spike. When it's got hit and seemed to discorporate, it vanished from your mind.
So when it vanished, yeah. All
It's
right.
gone.
I have to be double sure.
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you for that reminder. Eventually, the mayor comes down, and he's got himself tidied up a bit. The sort of scraggly bed fur that he had, with his fur all over the place, has now been sort of slicked back. And you sort of watch you see the whiskers that were all pointing out in all different directions have been sort of smoothed out, and he appears to be wearing this very, very, very fine purple and gold tunic. Again, you can also see very, very finely embroidered.
Ooh.
With almost like this open white shirt underneath, and he walks down and says, "Right, now I feel a little bit more like myself. What do you want? You said something about the Anubav."
Anubov, yes. We found it this morning taking one of your villagers, and we managed to just what would you call it when we just killed it?
The thing exists?
I mean, I got
Yeah.
this from when it dropped, and I'd show him the bucket of sludge.
Why are you showing me mud?
And that it dropped from the thing. I mean, we have proof. If you want to talk to one of the villagers, they're out gathering the wheat.
It's quite a surprise. I actually genuinely thought that was just the rumors. That was just rumors and villagers trying to skive off, trying to actually do a decent day's work. Well,
Yeah, and
congratulations. I think maybe.
And I continue to describe the rest just to be sure, like the long arms, the clouded smoke, red eyes.
Thank you for the very, 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 very detailed description of what is a fantastical beast. But well, that certainly matches up with what the villagers have been saying. But
In these
okay.
legends, are there more of them, or is it just the one?
No, it's what the villagers have been calling this creature for years. It's a creature called the Anubav. I didn't believe it. Don't get where I've got to without by believing in such stupid things as those.
Well, I mean, give or take, it could be just some rumors of some fairy tale or whatnot, but apparently this rumor is very true.
It was taking one of your villagers, and he said that there's been people going missing in town.
People go missing all the time. They run away because they don't like hard work, or they die through the accidents. I don't know. It's not my job to know.
Or they're getting killed by a ghost.
Gah. Whatever. If you put such stake into strange rumors from villages, that's your doing. But congratulations, you killed something, and now you show me, well, mud. You're muted, Lydia.
Oh,
Is any of the party members near me right now? Because I really want to.
Is anybody near Jedi right now?
I think
That's-
since I'm talking. I think
Alright,
since I've been
Illyria's
talking
near you.
mostly, I've been in. Yeah.
Oh well, that's not much better. I might as well talk myself. Gee. Just from the back of the room, you hear. Well, if the thing that does not exist shows up again, we'll be outside of town, waiting for one more day.
Oh, thank you, I think. Maybe, perhaps. Well, your service, whoever you are, and he looks around at the five of you,
Scarlet Guard.
Shania, please just roll a stealth check. With advantage, because you are sort of situated at the back of the room and everybody is talking to him, sort of distracting him. So you do get advantage on this.
Well,
Oh.
that's not great.
He's not the most perceptive of people.
Oh.
Why am I so easily provoked? What is it about dicks that makes me not be able to shut up?
I said
like
in front of his
that.
eyesight, give her a plus
What is
one.
it about Dick's I'm not playing? He looks around the five of you and just seems to sort of linger. His gaze sort of seems to linger in your sort of corner, Janai. Scarlet Guard, you say? Okay, well, I'll make a note of that. He just sort of reaches around, pulls a scrap of piece of paper.
This man can't spell. Come on.
You have no idea what he's writing. Well,
You
thank you.
also have a map of Berdish,
I have a map of the Empire, not of the
the
continent.
Empire. Oh, okay. I guess that'll work. I mean, we're kind of traveling. We're trying to make our way north, but we have no clue where we're going.
Oh, your visitors this round. Well, okay, you can note the map. It's 2 silver.
2 silver. All right. We'll give him 2 silver.
He hands.
Man, I was about to say Lyric I was about to comment on Lyric just walks up and plants like 3 more gold coins down, but
This guy's being a fucking asshole. I wouldn't even bother.
yeah, that's why I didn't even bother.
We should just haggle it down to like 1 silver or a couple of copper.
This map he hands over to you looks. You're surprised. You're not even sure if you could actually even use it, because of how sort of torn up and beaten and coffee stained this thing is. It looks like
He
it's
blew
just
his nose in it once, yeah.
pretty much, yeah. This map, it's not really even legible, to be honest. But this, you are at least able to see most of the Empire, according to the knowledge that he has. And you notice now that you actually have a map, you're able to see the different areas that you want to get to, and you can see that Maharashtra is very, very far to the northeast, very close to the mountain ranges, and you finally find where you are, and you find that yourselves are actually very far south. In fact, the most southern point of the entire
Oh
empire.
gosh.
Do
So
you
you have
have
a
a...
little-
And what's the
Yeah.
name of that town on the map that we're in?
Gothali.
Gothali.
Yeah, also, if we do help you out more, of course,
I will be very grateful for your voluntary work and service to this village.
and does that include airship compensation?
I just said this voluntary work to this village.
Lyria will be looking at the map.
Sure.
Does the map contain like names of like cities and whatnot?
It does. It contains the names of all the major cities all around the coast. And you notice that the cities they're all situated along the major coastline of the map itself. Of the continent. And you notice that there's nothing in the middle. There's absolutely nothing. It's just, in fact, what languages do you guys speak?
Don't look at Lyria. She only speaks common, and that's it. And like 3 other languages are unknown to her.
Oh, there it is.
It's fair.
Elvish and Sylvan.
Common and Infernal.
Okay.
Elven and Fey, I guess.
Right, yeah. So none of you guys would know this except Tafari, and he looks. He doesn't say anything.
Oh, there it is.
To
Elvish giant work. That's what it was.
Yeah, no. So none of you guys would know this language. But yeah. It just appears to be one word written. There just appears to be one word written across that center of open space between the coast and what appears to be the mountain range.
I was about to say, how old is this map? Like on a judgment.
Are you just glancing over it, or are you trying to actually examine it?
Examine it.
Trying to examine it. Let me just have a quick look at the skills. I believe this would be a.
I think a history check would be pretty good on that.
Either I think this would. It's
history or investigation.
In history or investigation, yeah. I'll let you choose on that. History or investigation. Whichever one is better.
14.
History. 14. This map appears to be it's pretty old. It's at least 10 to 15 years old. It does have a date on there, but unfortunately, due to not having a memory, you don't actually know what year this is. Sykes, now as Leary is examining this, Leary points out the date to you, and you realise that this map was made 12 years ago.
Okay.
Man, yeah, you raise a valiant point on that one. Illyria doesn't even know what day it is, nor what year it is.
Nope.
Ooh, okay, so she kind of just looks at the date. It's like, what?
Oh, and then I point out, this map's 12 years old. Wait,
but I also want to make another history check.
Mm-hmm.
To see if any I think you know where I'm going with this.
Any of the names are
with any of them, yes.
Go for it. Go for it.
Nice.
With advantage.
Oh well, fuck advantage.
Well, you could get a 20.
Roll again to see if you can get an natural 20.
There's
always that chance.
No,
well, I mean, 21 is good.
21 is good. 21 is very good. You are glancing through. You're glancing over this map, and you're just reading all the different names. And you come across one name. And the name of the village is called Dial Chadda. Dyal, new word, Chadda. And when you read that name, you get this very sudden and piercing headache. And you are just assaulted with memories as you get flying through your head. An image of walking through this lovely little coastal city with this the sea air on your face, and the breeze and the air just flowing around you, and you're walking hand in hand with who can only be described as your husband, and you're walking hand in hand and just enjoying the air, and you're assaulted by another image, walking through this marketplace, stopping a child from stealing an apple, but paying the stall vendor for the apple, so that child is at least able to eat. You can see that the child is hungry. Walking through a side alley and breaking up a fight that appeared to have broken up between two very, very good friends, as well as another very, very pleasant evening, just having a really good time in the local tavern of this small city, and then another image of this, feeling this most unbelievable joy as you are able to hold your first child in your hands for the very, very first time, and then just seeing your children grow and watching your children become their own people, and knowing that your mother is also extremely happy with you, and that you are together in this village, and it's just this overwhelming just pile image, and this just overwhelming sense of sensation, memory, and smell, and just you're basically just given this massive headache. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
I
Illyria
was about to say,
dies.
You need to roll a
Red
Constitution
explodes.
saving throw here.
Oh no.
To be honest, GM, I was about to say that. I was about to say, can I make a Constitution saving throw?
Natural 1, Illyria dies. No, I'm just kidding.
17.
Whoa.
You don't fall unconscious. You don't fall unconscious from this, but you have a serious headache that for the next half a day, all your ability checks are going to be at a disadvantage.
That is understandable.
It's a very mild form of exhaustion as you just get as this just this sensory overload that piles upon you.
Well, in a very room, she kind of just holds her head and starts crouching down like this, holding her head.
I kind of go to grab Illyria and be like, "Oh, Illyria, are you okay?" So I was standing next to her close, so...
Yeah, no, I have a massive headache.
Okay.
I'm
thank you
sorry,
for your time, Mayor. Thank you for this map.
I'm sorry,
it's fine.
Mayor.
We're gonna be out of town.
She's gonna be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go take care of her. We'll be outside one more day. We'll let you know if another attack happens. If we happen to hear anything.
Thank you for your very welcome volunteer service to this village. Yes, yeah. It just gives this sort of hand sign to tell you to shove
Let's
off.
go. And then
And
we're
shove
gonna... Yeah. As I see Janae run out. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go get Illyria out of here. Illyria, do you want a drink?
Just give me water, anything. I'm having...
Alright, I guess I'll
memories.
lead her over to the well
Mhm.
that we went to before, and we'll grab some water.
Sure. By now, the village has begun to properly wake up. People are moving around. The smells of the tanner beginning to permeate through the air, and you can hear the clang of the smith busy with his work, and the smells of Illyria. You're almost overcome by this. So you now recognize the smell of the air of where you are, the heat on your skin, the sun just blaring down on top of you. You suddenly feel like you suddenly feel like you are on your home continent, if not your actual home. It's a feeling you've not had before.
Would the water help with the headache, or is it going to be persistent?
Ooh, the water will definitely help in terms of sort of allow you to focus, but you basically got a migraine right now.
Yeah, okay. She just gives like this groan / like half sigh.
I'd like to everyone, is there anything else we need to do today, or do we just want to take it easy, help Illyria, just rest a bit, wait for tomorrow?
We could try
You go get
searching
food.
for like herbs that makes it feel better.
I can't. Can one of you bring out the map real quick?
Yeah, I'll pull the map that Illyria had on her. If she dropped it, I would have picked it up.
Well, what
Right.
any one of you out of it, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she looks at the map and then points at pronunciations are gonna be a dick.
Dial.
Dial.
Chada.
Dial Chata. She points at it and says, "This is where I need to go."
I look on the map. Where is it in congruent to what was it, Maharashtra?
Dial Chada it's northwards. The only problem is that if you want to go to Dial Chada, it is the best way to get there is to go to Vitian and then get an airship directly northwards towards that place. Otherwise, you would have to go to Dalinda and then go sort of southeast from there. Maharashtra is far to the northeast.
Okay, well, looks like we know where we're heading.
Yeah.
I'd
I'm
say,
having a
what was
lot
it
of-
then we're going to Vestal. What did you say it was? The closest one?
You would have to go to Vitian first.
Vityan. Okay, yeah. So it looks like we're going to Vityan.
Okay.
That would
I'm-
be back into town
That would be back to the right.
where we just escaped from.
Oh,
That
Vityan was that town. Shoot.
Yes.
What was the other option?
The other option would be to head north to Dalinda, which is the sort of between town between Maharashtra and Vitian. So you could head to Dalinda, and then you would have to cross. You would have to cross the forests, which I have the name written somewhere. I, for some reason, can't seem to find it. But you would have to cross the
forest that we were walking around.
Yes, you would have to cross the forest. Where the hell did I write that name? Anyway.
Okay,
yes, you would have to do that.
so looks like we're going to Dalinda then, and we'll have to go through the forest.
Okay.
I
need
don't
to
mind
re-
that.
I need to rest. I just had a memory overload.
Okay, so we'll rest. We'll take
Let's go
the
to our
day off.
old
Find
camping
out-
spot.
We should find out from we'll go to our old camping spot. On the way there, we should go to the airship thing we were at before to see if they go to Dalinda.
They do. We asked yesterday.
Okay, they did say that. Gotcha. All right, so tomorrow we'll get an airship.
I think it is like the last stop before Maharashtra.
Yeah.
Am I right? I don't have my notes. I'm in a different room.
We'll go to Dalinda.
Oh, come on, you twerp.
Yeah.
Do you make me walk downstairs to get my notes?
No. It is indeed the last stop before Maharashtra.
Thank you.
I feel like we should get Illyria's situated
Sorry. Yes. Sorry.
before we head to
the forest
yeah.
is called the Ada Forest.
Adar Forest.
Ada.
Ada.
Adar.
Yeah. EDDA. Sorry. ADDA.
Ah. Adar. Okay.
No.
Like ABBA with more D in it.
Yeah.
And
was doing
far
like
less
pretty good
chirpiness.
reference. Where's my map for that? I'll just put it with the.
Alright, so let's go back to the old campsite. I think we should stay away from villagers for a while.
Yeah.
And they know where to find us if they need us, and we can wait for your clock to be done. And I kind of want to talk to the man who was with the outpost before. I need to ask some questions.
At the outpost?
Well, yes. Remember how yesterday we were just out of town, and there was this really bored tabaxi, and he was telling us about all the routes that all the airships take.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and so I get a very strong feeling, because he said so, that he knows I am what I am. And he hinted towards that being forbidden to the point of, like, I cannot actually exist here. Which is kind of a big deal, and I want to know why.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
If that's cool with you guys.
Yeah.
Since my cover is blown with that guy anyway, and he seems pleasant, I can give him some money for his troubles. What do you guys think? Should I do that? Should I just stay away from people?
And I can always change you up with minor illusion a little bit, maybe.
He knows who I am. He's seen me.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah. Well, we could get a new party member. No, and not actually, but like I could use minor illusion to make you look a little different, maybe.
Wait, you can do that?
I think minor illusion can do that.
Wait, you can do that? You know, I've been walking around for days now.
Not quite. Not quite. Minor illusion is not quite able to do that. That would be actually disguise first. No, Janai does not know that. This is Sykes. I'm talking to.
Yeah.
You would know that minor illusion doesn't. It just simply creates the physicality. It doesn't actually change the form. So while you would make Shania look like something, you wouldn't be able to make it move like Shania. So basically, it would just be like.
It'd just be a stagnant image that can't do anything.
It would be. It would be a
really still.
It wouldn't. It would be a static image, of which that Shania would look like they were clipping through it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a glitch.
So I could do it if you stood really, really still.
Right, well, I'm bad at that, so.
And didn't speak.
I didn't speak at all. Yeah.
Oh, I'm worse at that. So yeah, okay. Okay, because I was about to be really angry with you,
Yeah, I'm trying,
Okay, thank you. If any point we find any way to disguise me, that would be nice, since I'm not super excited about being lynched.
Can you? I'm gonna try something, but we'll wait back till we get to the till we get back to the campsite and take care of Illyria.
Oh, walking and talking. I've got like
true.
one arm of Illyria over my shoulder.
You've been walking. Yeah. You've been walking.
You've got the
other. Carry your pirate stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been walking and talking as you headed over there. Okay. That's fine.
All right. Well, when we get back to the campsite, because I think that rock that you've got takes my magic sometimes. If you can move that away, I can try some druidcraft and maybe try to hide your horns.
I'll what?
I mean, using druidcraft, I could try to make lines and stuff and make it look like your horns aren't there.
You understand I'm wearing a hood.
Yes, but I don't know, it might help.
It's sort of the purple face that gives it away. The fact that I have
well, then paint. We need paint.
Fangs and a tail.
Paint.
We need face paint.
Those
right.
things.
I'm gonna say that you guys eventually do arrive at the and you've been having this discussion on the way there, and you eventually arrive at your sort of previously abandoned campsite. And this is where we are going to take a very, very quick break here, because I realised I do actually need to go to the loo and grab myself some more tea, because I'm out of tea. So I'm just in desperate need of tea right now. But yeah, we're going to take a very quick sort of 10 to 15 minute break here, as we sort of get ourselves refreshed and ready for whatever further roleplay is going to happen beyond here. So if you aren't able to stick around and have to run off and do other bits and pieces, then have a lovely morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. If you're sticking around,
smooth jazz.
There's going to be some smooth jazz playing. She got ahead of me. Damn it! Smooth jazz going on in the background, and also get yourselves also some tea, or do the thing that makes you feel a little bit comfortable as we round off the last bits of this stream. So, see you guys very, very, very shortly. Hello, welcome back. Where our players are, well, we all, it's not just players, but also me, are embroiled in well, not really embroiled in anything, to be honest. Just sort of trying to get places on this continent called Barandesh, of which the Empire of Bundle Bral exists. And one of our characters, Illyria, has had an incredible revelation of memory, basically just launched into her head after after seeing the name of a town called Dial Chada. And our heroes have headed back to their own to their previously established campsite, just a little bit outside of this little village called Guthali. So, what are you guys doing?
Actually, I forgot. Did Illyria actually mention seeing that city?
Yeah, well, she just pointed at the town,
Okay.
and
Yep.
then I said, "Well, looks like we're going there," because if that's what gave her the headache.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but we
try
should
and get
definitely
Illyria as
rest
comfortable as
for a bit.
possible.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'll go out to maybe gather some stuff for fire and
I'll go and
Some
hunt
birds.
get some meat. And
maybe
stuff.
maybe some herbs.
Actually, before you guys
Yep.
go, wait, where's my character voice? Before you go,
There we go.
Illyria and I, we never finished sleeping, so we would like to take a nap.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Good point. Yeah, Illyria needs. Yeah.
I'll take watch, Farrell. If you want to go gather the wood and stuff, I can watch some camp to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Of course.
Safari, you want to go with him, or do you want to stay here with me?
Well, I suppose it'd be a good idea for me to stick around. I'll stick around.
Okay, be careful, Farrell.
I'm always careful.
If you want, when you come back, if you want to watch them, then I'll go and hunt the meat and stuff and get some food for us.
Sure. Yeah.
So Farrell, you're gonna head out and grab herbs and things while the rest just
Yeah.
while
Yeah. and maybe
Illyria and
some wood
Shanife
for a fire
finish
and
off their
stuff
fight.
like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do you want me to do like a survival or something like that?
No,
or-
no. I don't need to do a survival check. This
I
area
think he's
of
just thinking.
I'm thinking of other things. This area
Oh.
of the world is pretty rich in produce in terms of firewood and things like that. So you don't need to roll in terms of that. What I do need to do is I do need to roll a perception check.
For who?
Wow, jeez.
Once
Man,
again, very
sometimes I
wise.
completely forget that Farrell is the most perceptive one
Yeah,
out of
he's
it.
ridiculously
Farrell's
perceptive.
Yeah.
You're
He's a very wise person.
out
That's
you're
a-
out by yourself, and so you're keeping an eye out, and keeping an eye just sort of making sure that you're not being followed or not being tracked in any way. And you just happen to bend down to pick up a bunch of branches that had fallen down. When you just suddenly hear the laughter of children. You glance up.
Oh, up above me. Oh.
Oh no! You bent down to pick something up. So I mean, you
I
just
see.
sort of like glance up.
They're
What?
like in a tree or something.
No, it's not in front of me.
They're
Yeah.
flying.
They're flying. Yeah, no, you hear the laughter of children.
How far away are we from that village?
You're not too far away. About maybe you've headed out to go and grab stuff, so you've probably gone a fair distance. You're still within eyesight of the village, though.
Well, Farrell does like kids, so he might actually head off in that direction to see what that's all about.
What, towards the village?
No, towards the children laughter.
The sound.
Yeah.
You stand up and you look around. But you don't see anything.
Okay, nervousness rising. So like, even if I walk in the direction where I thought I heard it coming from.
Yeah, that's fine. You walk in the direction of where you heard the laughter of the children,
Yeah.
and it's there's nothing there.
I'm gonna
You
keep
find
collecting things.
okay.
But hopefully, yeah.
Well, you find that you're heading in the direction of the forest.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna enter there by myself, so I'm gonna keep where I am collecting stuff, and then when I get back to camp, I'm definitely gonna bring that up to people.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go into someplace very dangerous by myself.
Absolutely fair. Fully understandable. But yeah. You're out there for a little while, and now that you're alert and listening out for things, every so often you just hear the sound of children playing.
Yeah, I'm at least gonna have to get Sykes over here at the very least, because yeah.
Sykes, are you doing anything while the father is out gathering supplies?
I'm just keeping a watch, make sure everyone's all good. Keep an eye on the fire.
Sure.
It's
the middle of the day, so if it
no, I know, but I guess we don't need a fire quite yet. But yeah,
Well, it's good. It's comfort, you know.
Yeah,
it's comfort, but you also feel the heat of the day beginning to rise, and you also begin to feel the sort of mugginess and heaviness of the air around you, as the day begins to sort of reach that sort of the hottest part of the hottest part of the day, and it's one of those times where you realize, like, oh yeah, you get the feel, you notice now how much you are on a very hot continent.
Yeah,
it gets oppressive at one point. Eventually, Farah, you do return.
Sykes, I heard some weird things while I was out there. Coming from the forest, there was just children laughing, and there's nothing out there. That forest might be evil.
I mean, the gloaming forest was pretty evil too. I mean,
Hey, that's my
but
home.
yeah, no, that was my home too. But you know how, like, I don't know. I mean, certain parts of it weren't that bad. I guess we're maybe just in a certain part of the forest. So
I guess that is
I'll
true.
try
There
to
was a
avoid.
very
I'll
big
try to
shadowy
avoid that
evil
area.
thing, you know?
Do you remember which area it was that you kind of went? And I can try to avoid it.
Yeah, it was kind of near the edge of the forest down that way. I'll just point in the
Okay.
direction.
Yeah, sure. You see that the direction that Farrell points is towards the edge of the forest, which you can see is a good it's a good distance away. It's a good two days journey away. But yeah,
I will be honest with you though.
Hmm?
I am curious about it.
I mean, aren't we all?
I want to know more about why or what the source was, where that was coming from.
do it.
But you know me, I have a very inquisitive nature.
Yeah. I'd say I'll take a look. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but
Not by yourself or not. If you go,
yeah,
I
no,
go.
I know. I mean, if I start hearing anything, I'll back up. But if we're gonna go explore that, we gotta as a group.
Yeah.
You
Well,
stay here.
The forest is about 2 days walk away.
Where did Farrell go?
He went within eyesight of the village, but it didn't go all
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
to the
The
forest.
sound
He
was
just ended
coming
up
from the direction of it.
walking
Oh.
towards it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we eventually have to go to the forest anyway because we'll have to go through when we go to I wrote it down. Just got so many pages here. When we go to Delinda, we'll have to go through. So we'll be wary when we go through to go to where Illyria pointed. But for now, I'll just kind of stick around the area looking for little. I'll just little bits of if I can see any rabbits or anything small game.
Oh yeah,
If I
absolutely.
see anything big that comes by, I will definitely try like a deer or something. But you know,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
if I can skin it, you know, that's another hide.
Roll a
for
survival
tomorrow.
check. See what you get.
Yeah. Whoa, 21.
Woo.
You find a deer.
Ooh.
You find a deer.
All right.
Eventually, Janai and Lyra, you are able to recover your final parts of rest. It is now probably about early afternoon when you eventually rise from your slumber, and you are hot, you are sticky, you are sweltering. It's that sort of really hot midsummer's day, that feeling that it's like, yeah, it's rough.
I wake
Hit the
up,
deer.
look at Tafari, and say, "What's for breakfast?"
He sort of looks at you and goes, well, that, and he sort of points to where Sykes is busy sort of skinning the deer.
Yeah.
Would Lyria still have that migraine?
Yep.
She just stays laying down.
All
At least
fair.
you got a little bit of a rest in, but yeah, I think.
Absolutely fair.
Since they're awake though, Farrell, I think you should tell them what you heard.
Yeah. I'll bring up to them that while I was gathering some stuff. Which, by the way, would the herbs that I collected to help Illyria's headache be consumable or topical?
They look like tiny children.
Oh, you were deliberately collecting herbs for that. They would be
That was
they
my
would be
main.
they you know your nature, you know your things, but I would like you to, if you're specifically looking for those, then my apologies. I do need you to make a survival check.
Okay.
Tiny little mandragora.
Yeah, that's why I was a little surprised when you didn't have me. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not. Sorry, I misheard you earlier, so that's my apologies for that. So
No problem. No problem.
yeah, you're not able to find many. You do find maybe one or two, but since you are in an unknown country, you don't really know the flowers around here, and you being the cautious person that you are when it comes to herbs, would not want to pick something that you don't know anything about of.
Yeah, I don't
so
really
you
want
don't really,
poison them, you know.
yeah, you don't really have enough to really alleviate a migraine headache, unfortunately.
It's okay, Farrell. I picked some up when I was out hunting too, so.
No, you didn't.
Are you
That was
sure
when
with
did
this
that happen?
wanderer background? No, just kidding.
I look
don't.
at Sykes' handful and it's just daisies.
Well, Outlander background? No, just kidding.
You were specifically hunting for deer, so no, you did not take the time. You did not take the time to pick the herbs, so no.
Better to find a giant deer than to pick some herbs. No, yeah.
That's actually fair in this regard. So, what you guys doing? Tell me.
I just woke up, so I'm braiding my hair, and once I'm done with that, I sort of suggestively look towards Illyria, like, do you wanna? Shall I?
Well, Illyria's still laying down, so she couldn't even see you, regardless.
She just flips you over and then
Well,
does your hair while he lays
Informed
down.
consent only, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fuck with that. I'll ask you out loud then. Whether you want your hair braided as well.
Shh.
Keep away the
She
heat.
Stitching tentacles.
She just gives like this weak wave in with a groan, meaning yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll braid the non-tentacle bit. And I'll braid it out of her face so that it doesn't get all too sweaty.
Mhm.
And yeah, try to keep her out of the sun a little bit. And then when I'm done with that, I sort of suggestively look at Farrell like,
I'm gonna braid your hair.
Sure. It's really it's kind of short though.
I can make it work. And I get to work.
Roll a perception check, you guys who are not Illyria, because Illyria is really... Unless you want to, Illyria. Roll a perception... for those who want to, roll the perception check, please.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna.
I'll take it
roll
at
a
disadvantage
perception.
because I'm working at hair here.
I'm cutting up a deer
Yeah.
too, so.
I for some
Alright.
reason thought that you were offering it to Illyrium. I'm like, oh wait a minute, she doesn't really have hair. It's like,
Well, I mean, it's only like that one
Tying up the
section of
testicles.
her head. Rest everything
Oh,
else is
yeah.
free real estate.
It's free real estate.
Ow. Let me. I'm gonna do this on disadvantage because she has.
Yes,
think
because
another reason
you've got
people
a
keep on
migraine
forgetting-
right now, so yeah.
I feel like another reason why people keep on forgetting I have a really high perception is
So-
because they keep on rolling really low for it.
Yeah, you've been rolling like balls.
Yeah. It's like I have a high check but low rolls all the time.
It's still enough though. So the only person who doesn't really notice this is Shinai for some reason.
I'm braiding my life out. No, just
You're trying to distract yourself by braiding, and that's what you're doing.
This is a five thing braid,
She's
and
braiding hair.
it's
I'm
very
cutting up a beard. Like,
But,
but still see stuff.
Everybody else though, you all notice the shadow that passes over your heads as this large ship begins to come to land very close by, since you did situate yourselves relatively close to the landing platform, and you watch as this ship comes over your heads and gently descends onto that sort of white concrete platform, and you watch as one side of it just opens up like a mouth, and the set of stairs just come down, and you watch a few tabaxi alight from it and head towards the village. Nobody gets on from here, and you watch. It stays there for a very, very short amount of time before the sort of mouth-like side of the ship begins to close and starts to rise again. And as you're watching, you notice that at the back of the ship appears to be this sort of like ball. This sort of almost glass ball like thing, with what could only be described as a cannon poking out from it. And as the ship begins to rise, you notice underneath it what appear to be two almost circular rings that appear to be made of a sort of very dark metal that seem to be emanating this black energy, which that can only be described as this sort of black energy. It just seems to be sort of pounding down on this platform as the ship begins to rise back up from the platform. And as the ship begins to rise up, and you get a sort of a little bit of view of the other end of the ship, you see another one of these almost ball-like shapes just sort of suspended from the front of the ship. What you also see is the sails of the ship extend upwards up into the air, and also outwards over the sides, and they're all in full. They're just full, basically full sails. Very clearly opened up and try and get as much air as possible from this space. The last thing you notice is that just behind the rudder, you notice what appears to be a prop that is busy spinning up as it moves away.
What direction? Like, is it heading in the direction of like the places we're heading out to, or
The place you want to go to?
If we looked on the map, where could we guess it came from or where it's going?
Roll a.
I think I would actually know with the Wanderer thing.
Yeah,
I think
actually,
it's,
you would.
Because
That's-
since I saw the map, I don't get lost.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
say,
you know
I'd say with
everything
your
direction, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say with your Wanderer feat, you would be very easily able to work out where it came from and where it is going to. It came from Vitian,
Vitian. Okay.
and it appears to be heading in a sort of northeasterly direction, which and very much east rather than north. And you looking at the map, you can guess that it's probably hopping. It's probably hopping over to another village. Beyond that, you don't know. but it appears to have hopped from Vitian to where you are now, and then it seems to be hot. It seems like it's going to hop over to another village, just along the left.
I forgot about that skill. That's really nice to have, especially when we're in a foreign land.
So I was looking for a map this whole time because now we won't get lost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Now Sykes really wants one. Because we got to see it up close, like that close. We're like, oh jeez. Okay. Sykes goes back to cutting up his deer.
Sure.
After getting the hide all peeled off.
Yep, no worries. I recall that Janai, you want to go and talk to the tabaxi.
Yeah, by now I've finished putting tiny little braids, nice little flat braids into Farrell's hair. It's a work of art, and
It does actually look quite cool.
I'll get up and dust off my hands. And I go, all right, I'm going to talk to fuck, I never asked his name. Well, tabaxi guy over there. Anybody want to join? Or?
I'm still cutting up this deer for tonight. So.
Yeah, you're up to your elbows in blood. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll come with.
Okay. That's cool. We head over there.
I'll say
Right.
watch Illyria. Yeah.
That's fair enough. You watch. You stick around to watch Illyria. You head over to the same platform where the Skyship landed before heading back off. And you see after the tabaxi is just leaning. He's the same tabaxi which you saw yesterday. He's just leaning there on the sort of windowsill of his little hut, and he's just staring after it, sort of very longingly.
While we're walking, so before we get there, I want to sort of talk to Pharaoh for a little bit. And so, by the way, I know that sometimes you do this thing where if I get hurt, then you get hurt, but I get hurt less.
Yes.
Yeah, you be careful with that, okay? Because like last time, you didn't look too good.
But if it keeps you around,
Yeah, but you're important too, you know, and that's why, like, I gave you the help last time, because I know that it's not common for someone like me to have a god on their side, but we gotta make use of it, and well, I mean to have you around for a long time, okay, friend?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. If it gets too bad, I'll disengage it.
Okay, you just take care of yourself, okay? So what was it about this children noise?
I just heard a weird sound that sounded like children, and there was nothing around, and I realized that it seemed like it was coming in the direction of that forest out there.
That's fucking creepy. It's not like this village has any children left after that Tinky took them all.
That's true. Maybe they're ghost children.
Oh.
They died.
Okay, well, I feel like we need to get out of here fast because I'm not very interested in ghost children.
They could be nice ghosts. What if they're ghost children that try to warn you of impending danger? They could be nice ghost children.
I mean, to be fair, I have never actually met a ghost child, so let's put all prejudice aside and assume that they're nice, yeah. Let's be careful though, okay?
I like how that is Farrell's first response to everything. It's like, oh, it could be nice.
Could be nice.
Oh, it's so Farrell. It's wonderfully Farrell. I love it.
Yeah. Also, like, Illyria, like, freaking out about that map. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I hope that if we do go to the village, she pointed out, that it doesn't cause a worse reaction.
Yeah, well...
Foreshadowing.
I guess we'll have to see when we get there.
Later just crosses a force field and just poof.
Do you think we go there before we go to Pretty Pangolin?
I think so. Despite the fact that it could be potentially harmful for her, I think it still also is necessary for
Hmm.
her to go there.
I think she really
Uh,
wants to go. She's been
and I
asking
think-
everyone. Like the
Yeah.
other day, I caught her asking a random dog.
I think it's something that's weighing so much on her mind that if we don't, it'll just eat her inside.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think she needs that to put her mind at rest.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Or once
Let's
again, or
go.
make it worse. But
Let's go ask this guy
Mhm.
about traveling.
yeah.
You approach, and the same tabaxi is there from yesterday. As you approach, he sort of perks up and goes, the visitors from yesterday. Yes, welcome.
I'm glad you are so friendly. Yes. A question. We were thinking about maybe traveling towards Dalinda with the whole group.
Uh-huh.
Getting on air. Is there a ship going there anytime soon?
You just missed it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's our luck, huh? Well, is there any ship anytime soon?
There will be one tomorrow.
Okay, well, tomorrow is okay too. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome, not
mm.
person.
Yeah, about that.
About what?
Well, I am from far away, not from here, and I wanted to know what the fuck is up with that.
Fuck it. Well, well, it's I don't. How do I say this? Well, you're evil.
Okay. Good to know. How?
Well, you are in league with people who use magic, and therefore are called evil. And well, yeah, no. That.
Okay, so magic is evil, and therefore I am evil. I understand.
Oh yeah. At least that's what I know. You are evil because you're kind. You people
Yes, my people.
were in league with those who use magic and not from the gods, and so therefore you are evil.
Of course, yes. Magic from the gods is good, and other magic, of course, is dirty and evil.
Of course.
I understand. So, difficult question. And feel free to take your time.
If a tabaxi's eyebrow could raise, it would.
So, if I were to be capable, crazy story, but hypothetically, to perform divine magic, am I still evil? No, I know it's a good joke, right? But stick with
You
me
perform to no. That's not how this works. No. You prefer someone like you perform no.
No,
The gods will cast you down. Gods will simply strike you down. No, not possible.
I understand. So any magic that if I were to perform magic, which of course I cannot do, if any magic I would perform would
So,
be inherently.
Are you saying you can do magic?
No, I'm saying if I were to do magic, it would be inherently evil then, no?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I just want to say you're not saying you can perform magic, because if you can't perform it, then I'm afraid I do have to report you to the temple, and
No,
you
I
have to be
would
killed.
never say that.
What if she's
Okay,
traveling
good.
with someone that can perform into divine magic?
That is perfectly fine. That is the person's choice to travel with somebody who is obviously inherently evil. Why on earth they have not killed you already, I do not know. That is their choice, though. So
So why are you currently not killing me?
Hey, you paid me good money.
Okay. Okay, that's a good reason. Congratulations on a monetary moral compass. I I owe you my life. Thank you very much.
Don't forget it.
Yep.
The temple is just there, and he points to the massive stone building that's on
Yes,
the
but I
far end of the
cannot go
village.
there because I am evil and I would burn. You know.
That is how it was.
I understand. Okay. So that is why they've been killing tieflings around here.
Not for the last 50 or so years.
Because there aren't any, or because they have just gave up.
Answer number 1.
Okay. Right. So no foreigners come in ever.
No, you are the first foreigners that we have ever had here. We are a small village. Hey, look at us. He just gestures towards the village again. It's like, we're a small village. Nobody ever comes here anymore.
It's a nice village though. It's got a good tanner.
It's the only thing that's really keeping us alive. It's the tanners. They make they do good leather. That's about it. It's the only thing that really keeps us alive. Before it was just the trade. Used to come through here all the time. I owned the major trading station for this entire village, but now it's due to the airships, you know, the routes tied up, and now the airships control everything. And,
They travel through the sky instead of through the.
Yes, that
on the ground. I see.
He gets this sort of very sort of wistful look as he looks towards where in the same direction as where the airship went.
I see.
I
There
have
are
a
any
good
questions?
question for your friend? Yes. What if all divine magic is good, then what happens if you cast divine magic from an evil deity?
There are no such things as evil deities.
No. That's
There's evil all over the place.
No.
Like
That is not what we are taught in the pantheon. That is not what we are taught in the temple. No. It's not such thing as an evil deity. No, it's only the pantheon. Huh? It's only him. Them. And he gestures towards the temple again.
Where I'm from, they teach us of all sorts of, you know, you can't simply just judge something. Honestly, the way I see it is you kind of let nature judge. But, I mean, granted also, I guess I don't know that much about gods either.
No, we know nothing, and we don't want to upset anyone.
Yeah,
Right, Farrell?
true. Just makes me sad that some people can be labeled as something so negatively just because of...
Well, I am also sad that I am apparently evil. I didn't know.
I wouldn't lie and say that I'm pretty sure my tribe wouldn't like you very much either, but
Oh, good.
sadly.
Yeah. Great. You know what?
But they didn't like anybody. They hardly even liked Sykes when he first showed up, but...
Question about the gods. Like, do they ever, like, forgive someone for being born evil?
Yes, they do.
And
Good
then...
death.
Okay, yeah, I was afraid of that answer, okay. Okay,
I'll
well,
keep a straight face while doing this.
this was very educational. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. That's 2 gold.
Yeah,
what if you
here's
died
3
and then-
and-
No. I'm just joking. You gave me
Okay.
enough gold already yesterday. It's
Okay,
fine. It's
okay.
fine.
I understand. You understand
give
I'm a
him
little
gold
panicky about being evil and not knowing about it. I'm so sorry.
It's
now Feral's
perfectly fine.
excited
I
about
can.
the philosophy.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
can
if
see that
died
you are
and
not
were
from.
brought back to life?
I can see that you're not from here, so I'm just helping out a foreigner to our land. So yeah, keep what you're doing here good.
That's great. You're a good person, you know.
No, I'm just trying to get out of here. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
make a living here.
If you wanted to get, I mean, why are you still here if you're so? You look bored, to be honest.
Slip of the tongue.
No, I am not bored. I take increased enjoyment in my work here.
Yes. No, actually, I must have seen it wrong, and yes.
Yeah, it doesn't take an insight check to realize that he is
Nope.
definitely lying through his teeth. When
Yep.
he says that.
I see. Well, if duty ever calls you somewhere else, then I wish you good luck. And if you get the honor of staying here for many more moons, I wish you good luck. And joy.
Thank you. I thank you very much.
All right. So, Dalinda, how much would that be for 5 people?
Dalinda?
4 people and an evil being?
I have thought you wanted to go to Maharashtra.
Well.
Well, you already paid for Maharashtra, so I gave you the tickets, huh?
Sorry?
I gave you the tickets, huh? Already?
Oh.
Pay for
No,
He-
we didn't buy them yet because we were.
Oh, you have not. Okay, then. Dalinda would be, how much did I charge you last time? 50 gold. It would be 25 gold.
Total.
Total.
Oh. Okay. That's good. Good to know. I think the airship tomorrow. What time does it arrive? We need to know because we need to be on it.
He sort of looks up at the sky, looks back in his little hut at something, and looks back at the sky. About the same time tomorrow.
Okay, so
Roughly.
early afternoon.
Just be here early.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's fine. You are very lovely to hang out with, so I don't mind spending some time here. Thank you very much.
The sky is always clear, and you always see it coming. So if you see a ship coming, just run to the end, and then you'll be on time.
Okay, thank you.
Bye now. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Where are you headed?
Slowly back to the group.
Absolutely understandable.
I
Harold,
like the people here.
Harold, I'm evil?
No. I feel like that's for other people to judge, not mortals.
I feel really bad about that.
But what if the magic I can do is not really from Ventulia, but from because I've been hanging out with Tifari for too long and now I can do evil magic.
Well, I would say if it's coming from you, then it can't be evil. It's the person that casts it, not what it is itself, right?
Well, I hope so. I try to use it to help.
I know that there's one type of magic that I have that maybe people would consider evil, but
What?
it's the one that I sometimes put a little maybe too much strength into, where people kind of almost disintegrate when I touch them.
Oh,
That magic I've heard is considered.
I have not seen you do that yet.
Oh, yeah, Sykes saw it very firsthand when I first learned about his family.
Oh,
But yeah, it's. I would say that no matter what the magic is, it's the source that counts.
right. Like Illyria, right? She's not evil. She's just a little tentacle covered.
Yeah.
And but the mind spike was really good, man.
And also, I think the opposite can be true too, where you could be using divine magic or spells that can typically be used for good, but if you're a bad person using them. You know, you can't really call the like say that the magic is making them good just because they're using good magic.
Yes.
Like, you could use it. You could be an evil person, but casting radiant magic.
Like when we were in town and I saw those holy people beat up that guy.
Yes. So I feel like it depends more on the person and not what they do or what they do to accomplish their goals.
Yeah. You know, I felt evil sometimes working for Master Persha, but I stopped doing that and I left. So that's good. Even if I left my parents and even if I haven't found Philippe.
I feel like as long as you regret that truly, then that means that you have changed.
Yeah, well, I wish I could kick him in the gonads, honestly. So I think that, yeah, I think regret is one of the words that I would use for that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I may not know a lot about how this world works, but I feel like some people have very different opinions about what actually is truly good and evil. That's why I feel like studying nature just makes so much more sense. Because in nature there is no good and evil. It's just life.
Right. Well, there's that. You know what? Someday soon I want to talk to you about this rock that I have, but maybe not today. We've had enough to do.
Yes.
Hey, thank you for talking to me like about this. I don't know what I would do without you.
Of course. It's been something that's been on my mind for a while, ever since Tafari was, jailed on the boat. I've been thinking about what is good and evil and, you know, what constitutes someone breaking the law versus something that,
Yeah.
is considered lawful. Because it feels like wherever we go, that changes.
I think Tiffany was just very confused. I think he's still confused attacking his brother like that. I think he's not very capable of seeing what's right or wrong right now. He just sees his own goal.
Yeah.
It's like with mages, sometimes they lose track of the gray. They just see black and they see white. This was what my mother always told me is like, we tieflings, we are here to advise and to fight. And sometimes when they stop seeing gray, we create gray.
Yeah, I feel like that this whole everywhere just gets so confusing, and it seems like every new place that I go, I'm always having trouble understanding, because I feel like if everyone just understood the laws of nature and let actions decide, what's good and evil, that would make more sense. That's how my tribe operated. If you did something to harm someone, then only then would you be labeled. Which is another reason why they don't trust many races there, because a lot of them have done harm to them.
So how do you feel about Tefari now, after his actions?
I think overall his aim is noble and good, but when he does get confused or angry, he can go a little overboard.
Yeah, We must help him out.
But I think as a person, he's trustworthy.
Well, he says he trusts me. It's fair that I trust him in return, yeah?
Yeah. And great relationships can come from trust. Because like I said, before I was born, our tribe did not trust Sykes and his family, but then he grew to be one of our greatest allies. And when I grew up, like, I knew of Sykes. And now it's nice to be actually able to travel with him.
That's so cool. I'm glad that you are friends, and I'm glad we're all together now. Even if I'm hunted for my life. Come on, let's go see how Illyria's doing.
Yeah, yes. I'm nervous about her condition.
With that, you head back to the camp. I would say that this is a unless there's anything else that you guys want to do. You guys spend the rest of the day relaxing, helping Illyria get over the huge migraine that she has. Eventually, Illyria, your migraine does begin to subside to the point that you are able to function normally, so you're no longer, so your rolls are no longer ability checks are at disadvantage, so you do eventually get to that point. But by that time, the night is beginning to draw in. You can feel the heat of the day is beginning to finally start cooling off. Unless there's anything else that anybody else wants to particularly do at this present moment.
I think the only thing that would be happening right now is that after Sykes has cut the rest of the hide off and the meat, when he's about to finish that last little bit, he kind of realizes that he's like, oh, and he pulls the knife out of the thing and realizes he's been using his most precious knife. So he just starts cleaning up the knife.
Which knife is this?
This is the magic knife. The +1 knife.
The knife.
Gotcha. Thank you. I just need to know which one.
And he's just cleaning it off, and he goes to look at it and starts cleaning it. And it probably takes him 30 minutes to clean it.
Okay.
And then he takes out a regular knife, and yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It looks beautifully clean and shiny now.
I
Almost
think I missed a spot.
almost pristine. You get this. Yeah, it becomes almost obsessive. And just a little bit, just a voice in the back of your head just goes, yeah, that's how it needs to be done.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we will break the session tonight. Thank you, guys. Wow. Wowee, that was
good.
Thanks, Sean.
What a revelation. And what a thing. Thank you so much for joining us, Sean. Thank you. I heard most of us heard recently today that unfortunately Sean is no longer going to be able to join us anymore for our games. So thank you so much, Sean, for joining us up until now, for everything that you've given us to the game. You've been the wonderful player and provided with this.
I'm really happy to have that conversation, because I legitimately was actually thinking about that conversation since the boat. That wasn't just something that Farrell said. That's actually something that I was like, I really want to have this conversation about like alignments, basically, and like good and evil. It's like, I'm actually really happy that I had a good opportunity to actually have the conversation I wanted to have.
Awesome.
Yeah,
amazing. Janai too.
Yeah.
That Janai is the one I specifically wanted to have that conversation with.
Yay.
Yes. That conversation just then was, that was something. That was really something. Really.
That was really cool.
Actually.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing this character Farrell to us, bringing this character Farrell alive to us. I love him. He's so sweet. He's so sweet and so just good-natured and talks excuse my French, talks a hell of a lot of good shit, to be honest. He's wonderful.
Once again, he's not very smart, but he's very wise.
White Snow Owl. I heard that it was good news that makes you no longer able to play it. You and Farrell are going to be missed. May your money tree sprout. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Let's hope that money tree will continue to sprout. So, any thoughts and feelings from any memorable moments, particularly in regards to Farrell being here, from you guys?
Oh
Let's
man,
see.
a lot of things. The money tree, his wisdom.
Every time he used inflict wounds, it was always, "Hey there." He just melts them.
Yeah,
It's like,
Inflict
whoa.
Wounds was the spell I was talking about, where it's like it's the chronic damage, but like so it's like could be
He hugs
seen
people.
a bad
and
Oh
they
yeah,
die.
no, I knew exactly when you mentioned that when you said, "Oh yeah, that spell's not a good spell," it's kind of like, "Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about."
Yeah.
The one that one-shotted one of my drow dudes. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an inflict wounds. It's a
Inflict wounds, yeah.
scary spell. It's a scary spell.
For how early you get it too, it's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, it's a very powerful early game spell, but then sort of peters off very quickly because a lot of other spells can become better.
Yeah.
Memorable moments for me for Farrell are definitely the tree.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
The tree is sort of the tree is the epitome of Farrell. Just this pure, wonderful belief that he can just do something and it'll work, and it always does.
Yeah.
And that just sort of encompasses Farrell to me. It's just this really sort of pure, unspoilt belief that just in the goodness of things as well, that it's just
Also,
always there.
Absolute king of one-liners.
Oh God, yes. He's dead, Jim.
That might be more Sean than it is Farrell. But
Yeah, I know.
That's bit of Farrell, a bit of Farrell, a bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, we're gonna go raid somebody here, and I see that Captain Robert is live right now, and so we're not raided him in a while, so we're gonna go raid him.
Yeah.
I have to say thank you so much to all you guys watching. Your viewership does really help the channel, so thank you for doing that for us, and thank you guys for being here, and thank you so much to you, Sean, for joining us and being with us on this really sort of weird mad journey that we've gone on. You will the invitation for you to come back will always be open. You are most welcome to come back whenever you can. So,
Yeah, I would love to jump back into Farrell at any time. He's also just as fun to play. Like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You would be most welcome. You would be most welcome. That's kind of completely broken my train of thought there. You guys watching at home, have a lovely, wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourselves, love yourselves and love each other, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.